class on me. I didn't lose you, right?
No, still here, just getting all set up, about to go live shortly.
Cool.
It is live, excuse me, but I mean bring us in there.
So you're going to come through the portal, or do you want to? Are you going to fly out to the top?
I can come whichever works best for you. By the way, everybody, as you're starting to join, you're hearing in-game Dan Kerb, and we're going to be spending some time on Derptopia, going around checking out his builds and his things, and letting him be a tour guide of sorts tonight. We might even help him clear out some areas, it sounds like, who knows, but spend some time just seeing some of these cool things that are happening on our server.
Hello, hello.
So is it good for you to go by Dan on this, since that's what's in the server?
Yeah, that totally works.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, let's...
Where did I put my moss?
Let's get me logged in, and hopefully, I know we've had some issues with the server. We just migrated over to a brand new server host, and there's been a few issues during the changeover. Whoops, this thing clicked and just downloaded those packs. That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, I think 1.18 is definitely taxing the server quite a bit. And I mean, even if nobody's running a machine, I think one of the things that's happening is if somebody's exploring new chunks, it's just going to put a huge strain on it from what and I'm a Luddite as far as what everybody else knows, but from the graphics everybody's been posting,
Well,
seems like
we've definitely got some things like that, but then there's also some connection issues depending on devices and things like that. So that does.
Weren't you offering to buy me a new gaming rig? So I would be.
Yeah, that was something I was going to do for everybody. Was just, rigs all around.
That worked. I mean, such a generous person.
That's just who I am and how I function. Yes. So those of you that see me logging in right now, this was the tunnel we were working on the other night, but you saw it in HD. This is how the RTX effects actually are playing inside this nether tunnel out to my second mountain base. And so this is why I was playing with the lighting and the looks and things like that. It really makes fun for boating. Mr. Beast, welcome to the stream. We've got Dan Kerb live with us tonight, and we're going to be spending time over at his base. So I know you enjoy connecting with us when you can, and so have fun hanging out with us tonight, sir.
Yeah, after he sees my base, I'll be trapping it. Don't worry, Yizza. I'm kidding, but Yizza cracks me up. I just have a feeling that
there's a few people that do get a little bit bonus nosy at times, don't they?
He's not nosy. Yizza just cracks me up. I just want to be able to kill him with a trap. I mean, that's all I really want. Hey, Wandering Trader. Okay. Lodestone? Nope, not doing that. What the heck is
I am
that?
not sure where your tunnel is at.
Okay, I'll come into the nether. I'll pop in and give you cords, and then I'll meet you. Just ditch that Wandering Trader real fast. Mini blocks are going well. I'm building up a pretty good stock, so I'm
awesome.
Just debating doing. I'm gonna ask some of the mods and see if I can do more of like a trading hub, where everybody can just trade things back and forth.
Ooh, that's a neat idea.
Blocks they want, because I don't really want to use that for a shop. I don't think it's going to be a big money maker. I have a couple other ideas for legit shops, but yeah, I wanted to buy a wanted to sell board, and
keep talking. I'm going to back out for just a second, and I'm going to delete those text packs that the server I accidentally clicked on.
No worries.
It screws with my packs, but keep going. So you're working on.
I'm going to throw up a wanted to buy, a wanted to sell board, and Silent gave the okay for it tentatively, but the rules would be nothing on the wanted to buy, wanted to sell board can be sold in a shop. So brick and mortar first. A limit on how long it can be posted, but you can post services, like Vix could post tree services if you can capture mobs and don't want to build a shop. But the second somebody builds a shop and starts selling that item, then it's got to come off the board. But just for like Gilded Blackstone, I don't think anybody sells that, but I would sure like to buy some.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, early on there was a bunch that were collecting it, and so they did a lot of just interpersonal trading for it, but there we go. Now my lighting and stuff is back. We had that with those texture packs that they optional to put on here. It overrides some settings that I run in my own pack.
Yeah.
So that's a lot better. I can see better in the nether now too.
That's a place you want to be able to see, kind of.
Yeah. That's part of the reason I did both an HD and an RTX version of my packs, is I like to switch between them depending on what I'm doing. But then also, there's still so many people that can't get an RTX card, so...
Is that you running away from me? Who's running away from me?
Yep, there we go. I just headed over to this area.
Nice. Alright, so we're back over this way.
By the way, for a lot of our followers that don't usually get to see it, the wings that you see on Dan, that's our texture pack with the actual angel wings. So, kind of fun.
Very cool. I didn't even know. I thought they were like beetle wings when I first joined. I had to ask. You good to elytra fly in hallways?
I can sure try.
Whoop.
Whoops. Are we going all the way down?
Yeah, going all the way down to the door. I only got halfway decent at this because I've gone back and forth so many darn times. And
Okay,
straight.
now- Okay, so you just walk through fast. Okay.
Yep.
I have to check because it's so dark on some of this.
Okay, well, we're going to be going to 500. About 529.
I wasn't sure if this... Okay.
So you're going to pass a portal on your left. That is not my portal.
That's going to be if I can get my character to fly. There we go.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to come back because they're getting some spawns. I haven't spawn-proofed the hallway at all, so that's why
That's all right.
I just take over the skellies. But I did kind of try to take advantage of the fact that it's high up in the soul sand. I think you might like the portal.
Nice. I haven't even been out this way.
Neither had I until I decided to do a base at 4,200. Negative 4,200, I think.
Okay. Boy, this lighting looks cool on your tunnel here with the blue flame. I do, now that I'm realizing watching the fire, I just realized that one little texture glitch that's happening on my flames. But it still looks cool.
You have soul speed, right?
I don't have it on right now.
Oh,
But that's
sorry
okay.
about that.
No, we're fine.
It's high enough to shoot down it, and it's safe at the end.
It makes it looks cool. Now, I cannot see hardly anything except for your character and name, so I don't...
You are totally safe. It's black glass, and it goes straight to the portal, and it's a black glass room. It's totally walled off.
Cool. I don't know if you're watching the stream at the same time, but you might enjoy seeing some of this.
Yeah, no, I'm actually not, because I didn't want to, but I can mute it.
Obviously, you can watch it on your way back, but...
Yeah, I definitely will watch the playback on it and hear how stupid I sound.
So I've got, we've got our drip leaves working now, as well as the spore blossoms and all of this, so all of this just looks really, yeah, this looks great. And you've done some nice work, even just on this main area.
Thank you very much. Yeah, this was actually all natural gen, just terraformed. Oh, sorry. Damn it.
So you got lush caves all the way up at this height. That's pretty cool, coming out to the edge.
No, this is all terraformed. This was all just,
terraformed. I thought you said natural gen.
It's natural gen, but I terraformed it. It was all just basically stone when I first came in here. I found a lush cave out past 4,500 and got a bunch of spore blossoms. But yeah, just tinkered around a little bit.
The little touch with the deep slate ore there.
Yeah, I gotta do a few more of them. I haven't done too much decorating past this point here. I mean, I kind of branched out over this way. I just swim. Threw some azaleas in. But what I was impressed with is how good jungle trees look with cocoa beans on them in the dark.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait for the effects of the... Oh yeah, well, and what I've done with mine is that those are actual photo sampled of cocoa beans, so you might like the look of that too.
Wow, RTX is crazy looking.
I know you get a little bit of a lag. I don't know where I'm at on playback, but
Oh, the water is amazing.
feels fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does just change the game. It's whole ways to do it. I just started playing in 117, like literally 2 days after it dropped, and I thought glow squids and all these and axolotls were just normal parts of the world.
Yeah.
Took me a while to find what led me to Silent was a Furnace God video that wasn't even a tutorial, it was a let's play. And I was
Okay.
just watching him catch levels. I just hit pause and I mimicked it, and I was like, well, okay, that works. And started watching more and more of his videos. But yeah, I mean, I thought all of basic 117 had been around for a long time. So when I found out it was going to take this long for 118, I kind of got sad.
Well, I'm really liking this cave. You had picked a nice plot of land here.
Yeah, it's a big chunk, and what I liked the most was how hollow it was, and it just gave me a huge opportunity. I'm going to close up some of these walls, and then in this where I'm swimming out right now, where the wandering trader is, I'm going to do like a Goonies treasure pile. I'm going to dig out this column and do basically like pile of gold, emeralds, netherite, ancient debris. Probably not ancient debris because it doesn't look that good. It looks stupid. But lapis, like the nice blocks, and just do a huge treasure pile coming out of the ground. I'm going to close up the wall over here probably.
Okay.
And make it kind of like the Goonies feel, like it's a cove that's filled in around, and make it a little more lush.
Well,
But
you've got incredible tall towers too in here, which is just a neat bonus to have had.
This is, I mean, I have to thank Tash and Dale because I couldn't get in, and
I remember that,
and found this. And Dale flew out here, almost died in powdered snow, and put some signs up. And then I got to thank Gandalf big time because Gandalf actually flew out here and put a portal to nowhere on the very top of the mountain and built a pillar of diorite up top, just so people kind of knew what was going on. So big thanks to Gandalf.
Definitely proud for you. This is neat.
Well, if you want to come on down, there's a little bit more to see down below. We can take the slow way and go waterfall.
Yeah, isn't this fun being able to do these really cool waterfalls now fairly easily?
Oh God, I love it. It's just the generation and the way when you look back up at these and these just waterfall columns coming down.
Right.
So over here is going to be all lush cave too. This is all clay. I just got to put in the drip leaves and the mini drip leaves.
Okay.
But I mean, let's see.
The sea lantern is a nice touch.
It was a little dark, you know. I need to get some better light sources down here, or not better light sources, more subtle ones. I'm thinking about putting glow lichen at the bottom of each water source.
Yeah.
And if I glow lichen down there, it'll give like a warm kind of glow as opposed to a little bit harsher.
Right.
Be interesting to see it in RTX when we look back, but yeah, it'll have mini drip leaf all throughout this area and more spore blossoms and light. So this whole area is just going to be lush caves. And then when we drop down, we get further into... so you can see well enough? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Go over to this water source will take us all the way down. But it's like a single column, so...
Okay. So you need to stay in it as... Oh, I see what you mean. Like it's a single column straight down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
it's just like, just don't go side to side. Just making sure you can see enough. And then it widens out and you can just go ham when you get lower. But this was all natural gen too. There's this cobblestone break in between the lava. It's just...
This is incredible.
I got
loving this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, feel free, man. Run around.
And the fact, did you put in the lava or it was already...
All that's natural, Jen.
That is just amazingly cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna play around and do some dripstone stuff and move some lava around. But that the fire and water right next to it with the cobblestone break in the middle. I wish I were down here when the chunk first loaded so I could watch it flow down, because that's one of the laggiest things that happens on a server, I think, when everybody's exploring. But watching the water gen for the first time is pretty magical.
I agree. Well, and being this far down, being able to be mostly deep slate just looks so cool.
Here's your reminder.
So you were asking how lichen might look.
For my reminder.
Oh, that's fine. This is how the sampled version of actual lichen I created in RTX. It's a real photo of real lichen, but then transferred to make it into the game.
Wow.
So it gives it that glow. I had Mad Lad, who oversees one of the RTX discords and has defined PBR, really great creator, gave me some neat insight. So now it has a nice glow to it. But we're constantly having to perfect the emissive layers to make sure that they purport light properly. It's a really cool thing.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what, do I have it? I don't think I have one randomly in a chest. No, I'll grab some later, but amethyst. I would love to see what the amethyst light source really pops like on RTX. I'm sure that's something that as it steps up, you know, the buds give different light levels depending on what size they are. So you could do some amazing lighting effects with amethyst stepping up and down.
Right now, I've kept mine, instead of stepping, I've thought about doing that. I've kept mine vanilla true. And what that means is in the vanilla game, there isn't any lighting until it gets to the big one. And I've got the big ones glowing. But I'd thought about doing just what you had said as well.
It just seems like it's a neat ability. The ability to spawn proof with less light. I mean, it just opens such huge possibilities for drama and scene setups.
Yeah, definitely.
And then back here we got my buddy. There were a lot. That's one thing I don't know if you've noticed. Spawns in these caves, they come in waterfalls. You might open a wall up, and all of a sudden you have 10 zombies, a witch, and 2 creepers that are all wanting to play.
Yeah, well, because they're not spawning anywhere else. So, yep. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's really kind of like, oh my god moments. But I managed to get him at the same time as I got a couple villagers down here, which is nice. I mean, it's catching those guys down here, be able to set up a breeder is going to be a easy way to...
Sorry, guys, in the chat, as he and I are chatting back and forth, I've been missing that. Kai, welcome. And Mad, we were just talking about you, and I was bragging about some of your insights and helping some of my lighting. Let's see here, in your rendition...
Oh, wow.
Made each of the buds and cluster emit different levels on the texture. The transparent pixels emit the same amount of light. Yeah, Matt, I've been entertaining doing that too. I keep debating on how much to adjust from the base texture pack as I update it. But yeah, Dan, one of the things I did in each of my deep slate ores, they all have this same texture, just with different ore inside of ore veins, but I made them very reflective to light, so that way, you know, like you see over here in the pattern, it still sits right inside the pattern, but yeah. It allows for a nice reflection of light as you see it.
Yeah, they pop like crazy.
Your diamond block over here,
here, come over this way. I got
in the pool. It actually looks pretty neat.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll see that too.
Watch out in there, there's pufferfish.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay,
yeah.
I didn't see which type it was.
There were 12 pufferfish in there. That was going to be my whole load of animals.
Yeah.
But slimes keep going in, and
Oh, got it.
eventually the slimes get the puffers. So I'm going to put an iron gate the whole way around. But that's the first diamond I found in the cave.
Cool.
So it's a little shrine to the first one.
So as I walk over here, you'll see the different lighting shimmer off of it. So it's actual diamond shimmering.
Oh, wow. It's catching up right now, the stream. But what's really setting me off is the lava reflections. Those are amazing.
Isn't that cool? In the water?
Yeah, that is... It's almost pulsing.
It is just, it's so much fun. And, you know, when we're playing with these textures, sometimes we might take 2, 3, 4 hours just to get it just right, and then it still doesn't work, so we go back to the drawing board again, and just to get the light to reflect properly. But when it does, it's just magic.
The best stuff comes from tinkering with it and just sitting with it and just letting your brain run, and eventually it comes up with something that works it out.
So there's your diamond pile, and you'll see that sparkle as I go by.
Yeah, they really... I watched Zuma's video, and he was saying 1 to 2 packs, very little air generation, and it's the exact opposite. I found a 12-pack, an 11, a 10, multiple 8s, ones that are right next to each other like this. Diamonds are rampant right now.
So Matt, I'm just seeing your comment there. Yes, I would love to spend some time seeing what it is that you figured out there, because like you're doing and we're all doing is just trying to constantly improve this stuff for everybody.
Little slime.
This is what's been neat, is Microsoft actually, you know, allows us to dig around in the guts and figure this stuff out, which is so cool.
Yeah, I can't imagine if they let you play with Warcraft. When I played Warcraft, the amount of hijinks that would ensue would have just been insanity. But over this way,
okay, I'm with you.
Just up to the bubble elevator, and yet another 8-pack just chilling. So
were these ones that you dug out, or did you place them?
No, I dug them.
Okay, so you're you're maintaining them. That's really cool.
I mean,
that's really neat.
If I need them, they're there, right? I can take one out and put it back. But
okay, I just came up behind you.
Cool.
Are we going all the way up?
All the way up, yeah. There's
okay.
A little hiccup. I need to install some walls in so you don't come out, but
okay, I see you.
All the way.
I'm here now.
Boop. So I just hid both the bubble elevators right in this little water stream here, just for ease of use. So you
Great
drop
idea.
Down and your pop up. And then I love this. I don't know if this is mob proof, but I love having little walkways made of big drip leaf.
It's a great idea. I'm gonna steal that. That's fabulous.
Thank you. But being able to mob proof with candles is just so cool. By the way, Tash has a candle shop.
I saw that.
Shameless plug.
No, I think that's great. Candles are still busted in RTX, but my HD packet looks great. We're waiting for the programmers to update.
What do they have to do with which programmers? Mojang or?
I'm not sure which it is that's behind the actual PBR side of it, but PBR effects aren't allowed to function with candles just yet. Same thing with items and entities and other that. They just haven't expanded. And they still only allow up to about 200 to 300 megabyte size file max total. So it's been a real challenge to get all the textures to work within that limit when you're pushing HD. So let's see here. Mad says that it was actually Mojang's graphics team. And because Nvidia's out of it. Okay, so that makes sense. And they've got a lot to pay attention to right now. And thanks for the compliment, Mad. Drip leaves. Yeah, I was able to find a really solid Substance 3D set that I could modify of leaves and pieces in order to make my drip leaves.
Yeah, I'm interested to see 119 and Fireflies and what they're going to do with that. Like, are they going to be entities? And RTX is going to be insane for Fireflies.
Yeah, that should be great because of being able to add lightning. And if they're entities, that's going to be a problem because they still haven't added entities as an RTX thing yet. But
yeah, it's going to be a problem for lag too because they showed the video of the frog eating one. So it's like, are there only certain ones the frogs can eat and the other ones are just effects? Or this is my buddy.
They might be doing something similar to the way the Spore Blossom uses particles. I'm not sure.
That would actually make sense. But
so this guy, does he just guard your area for you?
He's cursed. They're not supposed to have armor. They're supposed to drop the armor when they convert.
Oh, good call. I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, so he's got a sword and he's drowned with armor. So I just was
and I keep seeing it come and go too on my screen.
Yeah.
Like it's on, but it's not. That's really cool.
If you come up to the pink coral, you've got a platform up here. We can elytra fly off of and go kind of to the top and see the outside a little bit.
All right.
But going for kind of like a tropical Hawaiian feel. A lot of moss on top. Need to get a lot of rooted dirt going to hang under. Yeah, it's going to be a big project.
Really, really cool location. These nice cliffs are a excellent touch.
Yeah, got to thank Dale for that one. Dale and Tash were the ones who found it. We were all in creative trying to scramble, and he just was like, hey, man, you need to come look at this. And he showed me two afterwards, and the second I saw this, I was completely sold. It was...
Yeah.
So if we take off and fly kind of just over the cavern straight up, that'll take us to the volcano summit.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's sitting right around, I think, 206, 204.
Up by the portal?
Yep. Just
I'm just going to do a little flyby here.
Oh, please do. Yeah, I was going to fly over the border with you and just kind of show you the edges. I still haven't figured out one because I got to chop more trees, but that gets a little tedious when you're cutting like a 400 block border on each side.
Well, you've got a lot of solid natural tree growth to work around too if you want.
I'm actually probably going to take most of it out, replace it with jungle, and then the occasional azalea is markers. And then Vix, I'm definitely 100% going to employ Vix's services because the idea is I'm going to have some slow lava flows. I want to have some burnt trees made of all different kinds of burnt stuff next to it.
Okay.
Like netherrack, blackstone, some darker woods, and just make it look like it's burning, and then have some netherrack actually lit up too with some campfires. So have her teach me how to do a few of them, and then because I can't pay her to do every single tree on the whole place.
That makes sense.
This
of course,
is just
as frequent as diamonds are now, that you might be able to afford more than you think.
God, yeah, Vix is just so good though. The stuff she does on the gold farm.
Yeah,
and she did a tree at Fresh's base. Her her color balance is really good too. Like she uses lime green with amethyst, so the amethyst pops even harder. She's just very good at what she does.
We should be sleeping. Sorry.
No worries. This place is fine. If it blows up, it's all going to get mined out anyways. So this is the start of the caldera. This goes down to bedrock, 3x3, all the way down. I just water mined it so I'd be safe.
Yeah.
But each of the far scaffoldings around us, you can't really see this one, those all kind of represent how big the caldera is going to be. It's going to be 50 in diameter, or around 50 in diameter, whatever the terrain kind of dictates. I'm wondering, can you fly through one block of lava?
I don't know. Never tried.
You've been to Gent Shop, where you jump down through the little lava blade and you land in water? Or you go lava blade, water blade, and then you land at the bottom?
So, with that theory, seems reasonable, doesn't it?
Thinking about doing like a false lava section in the top where you can elytra fall down through and elytra fly up through, but still have like a full lava caldera.
So Kai, I see you commenting in there, basalt. Was that something as a suggestion over to Dan?
Oh yeah, that would be great. Oh, it's perfect. That's perfect for the tree, because if you did not polished, but the tree looking one.
Well, and basalt's easy to have a generator, so you could do as much as you wanted easily.
A ton would be, yeah, that'd be nice.
So Matt, I'm just seeing your comment. Something I'd really like to see in the future is all of the internal RTX options made available in the vanilla UI instead of just to developers. Yeah, agreed. Because if we had the freedom to play around with it, we could probably tweak this stuff to our liking the proper way. But I guess one step at a time, huh? We've come so far in the past 2 years. It's impressive. There's just a lot more that needs to happen for sure.
Yeah, a lot more. Like, I need to moss carpet this entire damn mountain.
Yeah, Kai just put in there for the tree trunks, the basalt.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That's a really smart call, Kai. I wasn't even thinking about those, but those would be perfect burnt out trees.
Yep.
You know, you have the leaves. That'd be perfect. You could hide netherrack in the leaves if it was a thick enough thing, light it up, and then it would look like the leaves were burning. That would be cool. But this was all snow. Over here where it's stone, that was all snow that was taken out.
Okay.
So that was really fun to do.
So curious, once it's all lava, then I guess snow won't settle even if it's snowing, correct?
Yes, snow will not settle on moving lava. It's like
Okay.
considered the same thing as moving water.
Okay.
I've been experimenting with different stuff. I'm going to have to string a lot of plants. It seems to not form on top of azalea saplings, so flowering or regular azaleas. It seems to not form on those, so that might be an option, concealing azaleas and just planting a ton of those in certain sections for color variation.
Right.
Because the top of the block is really actually pretty nice.
One of the things I still haven't been able to figure out in my pack is why, even though my texture has the tree trunk in it, it doesn't render. It's a weird deal.
It floats?
Yeah. It just deletes that portion of the texture for some reason.
Well, you don't have a face right now, and I haven't judged you, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
You got a helmet. It's pretty cool.
Here, let's see. It shows up here. I wonder why. Maybe it's server lag?
It's probably me. The Switch does weird stuff with downloading packs.
Yes, I've got a custom deal.
Oh, got it. If we jump off this way... Just always
coming
mine for
around.
lava. But if we go this way and fly down, we'll end up seeing some pretty cool lava pour-offs, I think.
Okay.
Which side is it on? No, I lied. Let me fly out and I'll give you coordinates. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
So I found some pretty cool tricks with lava to get it to flow sideways and flow out.
Okay.
As far as placing blocks under it or removing a block, letting it flow down, then placing a block under it to replace that block. And you can
Okay.
get it to mushroom out and do some pretty cool flow patterns
Okay.
overall.
That makes a lot of sense. I haven't played with it enough.
Yeah, like actually, I think I can maybe do one real quick and I'll show you. Because this spot right here looks weird.
I'll come down. I was sitting up top looking at it from above. I'm coming down.
Let me grab some snow real quick. How weird is it that lava doesn't get melted? Doesn't melt snow?
That is an interesting deal. I was assuming it automatically did. That is interesting.
I was trying to clear the snow off the mountain by just pouring lava down the whole thing, and it just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, Beast was commenting about the head deal. He just said that it's a known 118 bug where it's happening on all devices, so no sweat. It's not your fault if the head's going away.
Just watching you come down in RTX, and it's pretty epic.
Well, and I did a unique kind of a blended texture for the lava flow. So it's a little different than most, but I wanted it to look more like molten steel or rock moving.
Yeah, honestly, it looks a little sugary. Have you ever seen anybody blow glass with striations in it? It looks sugary like that, where it has those pull marks.
That's what I wanted. Yep. Because if you've worked with molten stuff like this flow, it actually is somewhat solid and somewhat not, so it's almost like a taffy pulling.
Oh, that side's messed up too. You gotta fix both sides. Oh, where'd you go?
Because lava isn't really a liquid.
For sure. So if I place a block like here,
Okay.
I'll get flow over the top like that, right? And then I'll still have a little bit of a messed up corner, so I can place one more, and I'll get one more flow out of it, and then it'll be cleaner. But I've just gone through and kind of get the corners as close as I can to where there's no straight jagged edges. I want it to look like it actually flowed.
That's really cool. That's a really neat trick.
I didn't even know it, but the other way to do it is to remove a block and then let the lava flow down, and then once you have liquid lava in that area, then replace the block you just removed, and it will flow over the top of the block.
Makes a lot of sense. Okay.
And do.
Another cool thing you'll see that happens with RTX is the reflected light. So like on the rocks over there, we're getting the orange glow. And if we look up top up there, you'll see the orange glow across the opposite side as it comes down.
Oh, that is cool.
So your lava light, once you're all done, this lava mountain's going to look pretty impressive.
I hope so. Oh, it's okay, cool. For a second, it was just block lag. It was eating it.
Yeah, we're actually not lagging hardly at all on the server with this many people, so we've got everybody's playing nice tonight, I guess.
I always joke when the lag goes away. I'm like, well, turn the moss farm off. And Gandalf was like, are you serious? I'm like, no, dude,
That's
I'm
so
totally...
funny. That's so
First
funny.
of all, there's no way I could even turn a moss farm on without breaking it, let alone build it. So thank you very much for the credit, but no, I cannot run or build a moss farm. I think that's like Mag's territory, and I think Undertaker had one. But once they figured out what the repercussions of it were, Mag's destroyed his, and Undertaker never ran his. So
Ghost, many thanks for the follow there. That was kind of you. Yeah, it's always fun to goof around like that. Those of us that have played long on the server, we've all done something at one point or another that's crashed this thing. So
yeah. Oh, we're getting some block lag now.
You know you've got some actual emerald stone up here too.
Oh yeah, those are staying.
Okay, I was going to say you're going to keep those visible. I was going to say you either want to make sure you silk toast those or keep them showing. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think I've got 42 emeralds right now, and I've got a few deep slates.
Nice.
Oh yeah, sleep. I got it. Oh, Con already got us. Nice.
Well, I didn't. I was letting the light show for a little bit till someone did.
And then, so this is like the thick flow side, where it's just like a fat flow. And then on the other side, it is where there's a really steep drop off. There's going to be a lava lake at the bottom, and that's where it's going to have the burnt out everything.
Okay.
So you can kind of see the start of the lava flow to this side. But watch your step, because it is a decent drop off, and you will be not in a good place.
Oh yeah, that would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be. But look at the naturally generated pillar in the center.
That's really cool. No one will believe you that it just showed up there, but it's cool.
I got the seed number. We can look it up.
I was gonna say you got it though.
When this thing's done, like we were talking about before the stream, I wouldn't be opposed to going into doing like for everybody's base, going into our creative world seed, and seeing what everything used to be and what it became, doing kind of like a side by side.
Yeah, that's a neat idea.
But if I'm gonna hop down here, I flew down to kind of the central little. Oh, we got some lag.
Yeah, I was watching you.
But I think I'm going to fill up the center area completely and make it like a full-on lake down there. Put some, maybe some nethery stuff down there. I don't know. But this could be right here. There's a big dark kind of tunnel, and one of the things I want to do is make a kind of lush lava tube that will have glowworms in the ceiling, similar to the ones in New Zealand.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever seen those caves, but they're
I have. Not in person, but I watched the geographic type channels when they do those cool specials like that.
So what I'm thinking is doing, I can't really figure it out. It's going to involve blue glass, black concrete, and end rods. And I can't use that many end rods because I don't want to lag the server. It's not going to be like a crazy amount. But it has to have some kind of points of light. And I'm thinking the end rods would probably be best. I just wish end rods were dyeable. That would be the coolest add-on ever.
It would be like having neon lights, yep.
It just would, yeah. Server lag would be off the chain. Everybody would be writing their names and lights. But I'm thinking that something like that, like the lava tube could go to the right where we have that nice big dark spot.
Okay.
And kind of intersect out. Oh, got a lot of plans, man. Gonna be a lot of hours logged into this sucker.
This is great. Loving it. We just watched some animal walk right into the lava up there and burn up. I just saw it dying. That's funny.
That's my favorite thing. That's the best thing ever is just watching things get messed up. And then if we fly down to the orange kind of demarcation line.
Okay, headed there.
Missed the tree. I think we have good enough render distance that we can see the lava from here, so you can kind of see what it'll be like. Some of those trees will be gone, and then there's going to be a lava flow that actually is going to pour through the face of this,
Okay.
and just burn the holy hell out of the area around it. This is where we're probably going to have the ruined area,
Okay.
and things on fire and that
Nice.
kind of stuff.
So will it be kind of like a old city area that was destroyed, or what are you thinking?
That's actually a really good idea. I wasn't actually really thinking many settlements or anything like that, but some basic ruins could be really a cool thing to have some lava sitting around and actually put some skeleton heads and some heads down even.
Yeah.
Not the villager heads, but the ones that would actually look like some decent ambiance to it.
Well, it just adds more to your lore and story.
Yeah, I'm always about having a kind of background in your head of why things are the way they are.
I like the fact that this territory goes from snow to not. So you get a lot more depth of color and changes too.
Yeah, it's half like meadow on one side, and on the other side, it's pretty much just all stone that I terraformed out to more lush. I'm going to keep doing that and build the reef. But yeah, it's got a really good amount of variation. And then I'll show you, we'll wrap up, or where we'll wrap up will be where I'm going to ask Tash to build me a little cottage, because it just has the most gorgeous view of a big old icy mountain range. So there's got a ravine hidden down here, so again, watch your step.
All right.
But that just drops down into the main cave system, so
It's a good looking ravine too.
I got probably, I feel blessed with where I ended up. Like, absolutely the luckiest guy in the world. Ooh,
Now
I
I know.
left floating
I was
blocks.
gonna say, now I know why there was a little bit of screen lag when I was coming over here.
Wow.
Got
I
a
think
ton-
I must have had to take off to sleep. That's all I can figure.
You've got a ton of sticks and other stuff over here too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. I apologize, server. That's not how I roll.
Yeah, my screen just cleared up big time. I wondered when they were coming over, I was like, something's either, because when you load in a new area, there's a lot of things like seeds and things that will, float. And it always does that, so I can usually tell.
Oh, yeah. Here's where it was. I got creepered, and I just took off.
It's like, we're done. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, server.
Well, it shouldn't have hurt elsewhere. It's probably just when we're coming in here.
Just trying to, have basic server etiquette. It's a good thing, I think.
Yeah, see, there's more right here. Whole bunch.
Seriously?
Yeah, to your left.
I don't see anything. I'm artifacted out. I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, you've got sticks, and I'll pick it up for you if you want.
Let's just get out of the area. I'll get them the... I can't even open my inventory.
Really?
Yeah, there's something else.
Yeah, I'm good at the moment. So if you need me to...
I'm just gonna... I don't even know if I can fly right now. You're hopping all over the place.
Yeah, there's more up here or somewhere. So I just saw the frame rate drop. There was one.
I know what happened. It's when we got kicked from the server.
Yeah?
That's all I can figure. Because we got kicked twice tonight, and I was down here chopping. So, is it possible the blocks I picked up and thought I picked up popped back into the world and out of my inventory?
If the server reverted a minute or two backwards when it reset, then yes.
That's all I can figure out.
Yeah, that can happen.
But let's go up this way.
Okay. I've had it before when servers freak out where it will have reverted back, and so you kept the things that you had plus the things that were there before, like it duplicated.
Yeah, I've had a shulker duplicate, and I popped on Silence first server before I was on DT, and I was like, I kind of feel dirty. Is this a cheat? And they were all like, did you mean to do it? No. Congratulations, you just won the lottery.
Right. Every now and then it'll do that. Yeah, so out this direction, back behind you, there's a bunch of things that are floating somewhere, but I don't know where they're at.
Let's just get out of this area, and I'll come back and clean it up after the stream's over. If you say it's not going to hurt the server or anything, then
it shouldn't.
I will come back and clean up the area thoroughly when I can see everything, because I tried to pick them all up, and I couldn't even see them.
Not 100% sure where you went.
Just follow the orange. You'll pick up some orange, and it should be fairly good to follow. Man, chunks aren't even loading while I'm flying.
I'm back at the top mountain portal unless you were headed somewhere else.
I was going to the other side.
Okay.
Just down to where the kind of the lake was. Actually, no, I'm just going to come back up. It's too laggy.
I'm fine.
And back to the top.
Okay. Well, I just flew around your lake for you just so you could see it.
That's nice of you. I think I might do...
You've got another really huge mountain next door.
That's the one. So if you want, I'll fly down to where the portal is.
To where?
The portal room. So it's like on the ocean. It's about 1100 by 4100, 1050 by 4100. 1050, 4140.
Okay.
Yeah, that mountain range over there. Oh, you're frozen in the air right now.
My screen, it was all fine. I haven't been having much issue at all.
So I'm going to fly over in the negative X, or just fly negative. And
Towards
then
the
this
other
is
mountain?
This is where I'm going to ask Tash to kind of build a little cottage. I kind of have it framed out, but my God, that thing is just massive.
Oh yeah, and you've got a ruined portal?
Yep.
Nice. This is similar to what I picked up for my second mountain base. Love it.
Now, what are your plans going to be for it? Are you going to terraform, or are you going to just hollow out?
I'm going to do several things. I'm going to do a wealthy mountain lodge, but then my plan is to add some ski runs and things like that, and make it very functional.
Ski runs would be epic. That would be really cool.
But I definitely want a wealthy mountain lodge type thing.
You gonna go like a chalet style build, or are you
Not sure style just yet. I usually go looking over the internet for actual builds in real life, and then I find some plans or layouts, and then I mimic it.
I'm at like 930 by 4020. I'm thinking, it just popped into my head that a lighthouse could be really cool here.
I'm headed back that way.
You just can't beat this view. I mean, it's such a pretty mountain you could live in, but you couldn't look at it if you live in it.
Well, depending on which pack you're in, what you're going to like here, and you'll see it catch up with you in just a moment. Let me, this is what RTX fog is doing. Let me see what, I bet in order for it to function, I bet we're sitting down around 16. So 8 chunks on RTX at the moment so that it functions well. Let me see if I put it up to 12. Well, a lot of times 8 is going to be a lot more functional, so we'll leave it there so we don't cause problems for anyone else. But yeah, this will show you what that nice haze will do, mountain haze fog, which is a neat deal because it just kind of alludes to there being a presence of this beast in the distance.
Yeah. I'm enjoying that the cloud layers pop at the top of my mountain.
Yeah.
Almost at a perfect layer to come across and have a cloudy layer at kind of the peak. So I'm going to raise it up probably about 20, 30 blocks to make the caldera really proper and like a real true volcano shape with a little slit in the side with, you know, all the fun stuff.
Very nice.
But
well,
I'm really thinking this corner would be good for a lighthouse, though.
Well, and you've even got some nice little cutouts already on this side of that mountain, so the view from the lighthouse would be really nice.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything redstone like Dom's set up at his shack of shiny bleep. But it would be neat to just have like a campfire up there. Go old school.
Right.
Have like a signal fire.
Well, especially with these little rocky cliffs right close to it, and some out off to the edge that to the right, it does have that feel. And some of these marcations that you put out there, you could change into some buoys and things like that, which would be kind of cool.
Yeah, but having the old style would definitely fit your idea of having kind of ancient ruins. You know, it could be like a ruined lighthouse.
Yeah, you could even create some of your own from days gone by, you know, ruined shipwrecks down underneath.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to secure a lagoon. I didn't even know the amethyst was in the middle. That's what the end rod is in the very center.
Okay.
But I wanted to have enough space to do a proper lagoon and make that into a really nice coral reef, but also have the space if I didn't want to do the reef to build my own ocean monument because I'm a masochist. Would definitely have to get Gandalf involved in that one because he terraformed an entire one. So turning that thing black, man, that's one of the most impressive bases I've seen.
Yeah. No, again, I always enjoy everybody's different styles and effort and time they put into everything. It's just neat.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how yours progresses throughout the season and what you're going to do with it. I know Fresh is working in Shattered Savannah, so that's going to be some cool stuff. I think he's doing some suspension bridges.
Well, I'm notorious for starting big projects and then not getting them all complete, so I'll probably not get on to the new area too soon, because I've got a lot of huge stuff at my original base that needs to get completed.
Yeah.
Trying to do better at that.
I team base with Tash, so she was nice enough to take me in. Otherwise, I would have had to really kind of start building. And then I just kept my place at spawn. I was really kind of biding my time for 118 because I knew this was going to be just a ridiculously large project.
Yeah.
To actually finish it. But have you heard about what Mags is working on?
No.
Doing a massive kingdom. It's like
okay.
600 by 600, I think. Whole mountain with a castle on top and then a village below.
That's similar to what my original base is, so yeah, that makes sense.
He's a hell of a builder, so I'd be interested to see what kind of redstone contraptions he comes up with.
Yeah, he's a genius with that, it seems.
I was going to pay him to install some note blocks that played the A-Team for me. Thought that would be...
dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
If you watch Last Life, B-Dubs, he did that. It was so good. He was trying to convince them they should all team up and be team best. And that was his pitch, was he set up note blocks and just played the A-Team theme.
Make sure you don't get creepered here.
Thank you. I was about to put a bed down.
So that demarcation in the water is your geode? Is that what you said?
Yeah, if you want to swim out, feel free, man.
Well, you had said you wanted to see what that looked like, so I'll do that real quick.
Oh, that's right. I'm just picking up these blocks and throwing down a shulker real fast. I'm kind of pissed that a duplication incident happened and it was sticks and dirt instead of my good shulker. Why couldn't it? Like, you have two options here. You can give me good things that I can use, or you can give me extra server lag. Thank you.
Oh, you've got a mine shaft down here too. I stopped too early. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a mine shaft that pretty much runs under this entire place. And I've lit up part of it, but really haven't had a huge need to explore that much.
Okay, so once the conduit power drops out, then you'll be able to see this on the stream.
Very cool. God, RTX is insane.
So yeah.
Sometimes it almost feels like Minecraft Doom.
It's weird, isn't it?
Whoa. Oh, wow.
So what I did with my pack is, this is it's a computer generated but made to look very much like actual amethyst block. And then I actually took images of crystals and then modified them and rebuilt them to look like the original texture from Minecraft, and then, you know, obviously sized them and had to add the emissive light texture to the big ones.
You know, that reminds me of I mean, I'm pretty old. That reminds me of the Dark Crystal.
Yeah, there you go.
That's very well done, Wallace.
Thank you. Not a lot of people remember that.
The blocks themselves are amazing. Just the texture and light glints that are coming off them. I mean, that's got to be wow.
It's getting the normal maps right and then tweaking them so that the light bounces as opposed to just, you know, reflecting off the main.
Just sitting here staring at the geode. That's amazing looking. Mine shaft. Get out of the mine shaft. I really wish they'd add a new gem block. I was thinking something like ruby or tourmaline would be, no, sorry, opal or tourmaline, something that has some kind of color change effect to it.
Yeah, a little more
Or
iridescent.
that-
Yeah.
Or something that has some RNG in its generation. Like you never quite know what you're gonna get. Like you might have like a blue one next to like a black opal next to a nice white opal with orange fire to it. It could give like a really neat block palette they could work with. And then it would generate in sandstone like it naturally does. So you go mining the desert for opal pockets and make the desert actually useful past the sand layer.
Right.
But that's not my hill to die on. I just all I want is a big spider. I want a big spider that shoots spider webs, and it makes spider webs renewable or cobwebs renewable, and it makes Bane 5 relevant. That's all I want.
Right now, the best you can get is a add-on that actually has that. And I've used it, and it's a lot of fun, but it's a brutal beast.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's either the more dungeons add-on, or it's the more structures. One of those has it built in as one of the bosses.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could just build it in with the warden. I mean, put it in the deep dark with us. That'd be fun.
What it sounds like right now is that the warden is almost unbeatable. So that's going to be an intriguing thing.
We'll be able to cheese him somehow. I mean, Fresh exists. That'll be his life quest, is to go yeet the warden for like a week. They can make it unkillable, but I think the only way they're going to make it unkillable is if it has crazy regen, because even if you can take off little bits, there's going to be teams of people that are going to just respawn and be waiting next, have their beds and have their spawn set, and you keep running back in and smacking them once. You have 20 people keep dying, run in, smack them, take it
if you
down.
run a group, you should be okay.
They say 500 health. The Wither has 600 health, which is double Java.
But the Wither can't do the damage that he does to you in one hit.
I know. It was like 2-hit full netherite here, and that dude was dead.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just a little intimidating, without a doubt.
Here, check out back here. I just did a row of like creeping vines and stuff. It's kind of like a little privacy barrier, but
yeah.
This is Mendeleev. He's my first mending villager.
Nice.
You got to name your first mending villager. You know, you just got to.
Good thinking.
But I think down here I'm gonna end up setting up a bunch of machines. This will be the machine room, and just sugarcane machine, glow lichen machine, glow berry machine. I'll need all those.
Yeah.
Assault generators.
I like that your cow and pig have friends so that they're not lonely back here.
Hey, they're an odd couple. They spawn together. I had to keep them friendly. You know if there's a texture or a resource pack to mute birds? Because I sure wouldn't mind some birds, but God, they're annoying as hell.
That and cats, it would be nice. Because cats will just constantly yell at you.
cats are... well, all we have to do is just let Khan near the cats, and the cats won't be cats anymore. They'll be cat heads.
That's right. Yeah, he's the notorious kill everything that lives person.
You know, I did find out doing this, which is annoying, is bone meal won't spread on the underside of surfaces.
Okay, I've never tried. Interesting.
Yeah, I can't bone meal my ceilings. I have to actually place.
You have to replace it.
The moss. Oh, it's gonna be.
But well, but what you could do is instead of dig up 2 blocks, take out 1, and then put in 1, and then bone meal it, and that might go down and all around.
Actually, that's smart. You could just do a cavern, like a little 2 by 2 high up there, and yeah, that's smart.
And once you put 1 moss block down, bone meal it, it should go down and around.
Well, I'm thinking in here I'm going to do a bunch of rooted dirt. And then on top of this, I'm going to do...
You're a patient man. You're a very patient man to get that much rooted dirt.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't have to be rooted dirt. You can harvest the roots off regular dirt and then place regular dirt and put the roots on the regular dirt.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I'll probably end up doing, because getting that much rooted dirt's... unless you find a lush cave entrance with an azalea, which I haven't yet.
Right.
You can get multiple stacks off of that.
Right. Which was a nice addition.
Yes. Have you found any ore veins yet?
I haven't been digging for them. But I spent the last weekend while I was sick digging all the way down to 59 underneath my base, my first one, and doing a 40 chunk wide at the top, 40 by 40, and then narrower all the way down, so that I would have tunneling at every 5 levels, so that now I can dig out in every direction and mine out all of that underneath 0.
Super optimized.
Yeah, so I haven't spent a lot of time messing with the other yet.
Where did I... oh, I'm talking on my phone. I'm wondering if I wrote down the chords for it. No, didn't. I have a screenshot of it, but I'd have to log and then log back real quick. I found an iron vein, and I'm going to expose the whole thing. And,
nice.
Basically just... I don't know if I'm going to fill it with water. It depends kind of on the nature of it, but I just think it was kind of cool to see the whole thing visualized and see how big it runs.
Yeah. No, that's a huge find.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I'll run down here real quick and see if I remember where I had it.
Sorry, I wasn't totally distracted. I just happened to notice I haven't seen it in this type of a light, but the podzol effect is better than what I had thought it would be. It actually has, yeah, it has like some little mossy type texture, because I was going for that, to have a little bit of a texture that would show up in this podzol. And it looks really awesome. You just can't usually see it in direct sunlight as much. This is good to know. Just gives it that nice little fuzzy haze to it.
Yeah, RTX is kind of amazing. I just love it with glass. I would do almost anything just to get connected glass, but I play on a Switch, so trying to get resource packs loaded in is a very roundabout, weird experience.
Well, what you'll see, what I did with mine, you can see it on when stream catches up. I put just a slight glass etch on the edge. It is connected, so it's all transparent, but I put a little etching on the edge so that you get the pane. But one of the things that RTX still, though, is that the glass itself, getting it to be transparent is pretty difficult with certain colors. And you can still see through it, but it's just not as transparent as the normal game. Now, when you're behind it, you can see through it a lot better. But even in here, as you can see, I can see the stuff on the other side, but it's really difficult.
Getting myself lost in a cave. Not really, but I think I'm in the general vicinity of where the... Yeah, I'm almost positive I am. Let me see if I drop down, if that'll get me there, or up. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I found the iron vein. I'll come back and get you. And
Okay.
You want to check that out?
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a hike, but it's fun.
No worries. I've enjoyed the tour tonight, too. I appreciate it. This is really neat stuff.
Oh, it's fun to have somebody to show things to, man. Everybody does... I think everybody kind of beavers away their own individual endeavors, so it's nice to take time to smell the roses, I think, and see what everybody's doing.
Yeah, I agree. To me, it's a privilege to be able to just to see the inspiration and the ingenuity that people come up with too.
Okay, if you just drop down the bubble elevator, you remember where that is? I will meet you there, and I know how to get back to where we're going.
Okay.
Let's go away. And there still is that one spot where you might come out that I have to wall off.
Got it. I did come out, but I made it.
Okie dokie. And there's actually a really cool part of the cavern to see over here. It's just so big. Trying to show somebody everything at once is a little hard. Okay, so we're going to go up this water, but instead of going all the way up, we're going to stick to the left and kind of go up that little area. And then there's this absolutely ridiculously cool lake.
I was going to say, this just looks incredible.
That's one of my favorite things, and I forgot about it. Oh, shit. No, you want to go in the water, not fall like I did. Tell you, though, these caves are murder on your food supply. Everything is just hop, 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 hop.
Right.
Okay. So we stay down here and just come onto this little path.
So were you just mining away and ran into it, or?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I was seeing where my caldera was going to lead down to, because I didn't want to mine into something really ridiculously cool. So I was trying to plan it out a little bit. I think it's up this one. Yep, got it.
Okay, yeah, that's really cool.
So this is the upper part of it, and then I found the upper and the lower. They just got to kind of meet together.
Wow.
And it just keeps going up. Like, it just goes up and up and up.
So you have a built-in iron farm. Way to go.
Yeah. Man.
You don't even have to mess with villagers.
Right? Me and Tasha have a good one running, but let's see if we can find our way down, because somewhere, is it over here? Yeah, I think it's over here, and then bingo. Here's the other end of the vein with some raw iron, which is the coolest thing ever. So it seems to go up at a left angle up through the ceiling to that next area.
That is just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just fun. And just seeing it all, like doing the Zuma and kind of doing a manual block delete around it, is just going to be neat to visualize it. I think I might fill it with water and throw a conduit down here just so you can kind of check everything out.
Come tour it. Yeah.
That's the only way I can really think to navigate it. I mean, there's so many of them that you might be able to hop block to block. It's pretty dense down
So you
here.
said that there's a few raw ore blocks too?
Yeah, there's one right there. There's just one.
I'm gonna throw a temporary torch here.
Thank you. Yeah, I did kind of run out of torching when I was.
Still haven't seen where it's at. That's.
I'm standing right next to it.
Ah, up there. Got it. I was down too low. Oh yeah, there it is. Very cool.
Oh man, your screen is so amazingly dark. Holy crap.
That's what RTX does if there's no lighting.
Well, hold on. I have a lighting box. We can fix this.
So see there, you can see it.
No, I got this. Don't worry. I want to be able to see this on stream. If I had looked at the TV, I would have rectified this moments ago.
And see, you're going to see a total different effect because that will have the green, bluish green lighting now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you'll see as I do this, if I'm above, you're going to get the golden, yellow, orange reflection in the iron. Whereas you get down here, you get the blue-green reflection in it. Such a cool effect.
Yeah, that is, to me, light in the game is just light. You gotta put glass in front of it to change it. It's just me, or sometimes when you see big gravel pockets, you just have to see what's behind them.
That's funny.
It's just like...
I actually
that's like 2
built on a
seconds.
gravel mountain because I like to... Long game, I haven't done it much yet, but I like to use a lot of concrete.
Concrete's a great block. If you're doing modern builds and stuff like that, it's just really versatile. The way that the black really soaks up light.
Yeah.
Man, that's nuts that it changes color like that.
Is it tracking with you now?
Yeah.
Yeah, this does look really, really cool.
It'll be a fun project to tinker away at when I get bored with other things in it. Apparently
Yeah, so-
Freshman-
So when you're watching this on RTX, you see why when I'm mining or things like that, I switch back to HD so I can see. And then when I'm on display or I've got a safe area, then I'll do it in RTX.
even the torches have different light qualities. Like the torch is an orange and the lantern's more of a bright yellow with the flicker.
Depending on how you color it is what it'll be. So I matched the game colors fairly close, but I did a couple of tweaks myself. For instance, my torches are animated, so they have both yellow and orange in them.
Very cool.
So that's why it gives off a yellow, whereas the lichen has a little bit more of a gold and green tone because that's what's in it. So yeah, that's what's neat is RTX literally lets you choose. I've just tried real hard with my pack at this point. If I might do variations of a pack down the road. It just takes so much time, but I've tried to keep it matching closely so that people that play on a server like I'm doing here, your build doesn't look a whole lot different than what you've done. It's just in a more sharper resolution is all.
That's smart. I'm playing on server resource packs, and that's basically it. So
Yeah.
to me, everything that you're doing is, wow, that glow icon looks insane.
So I try to keep it as close to vanilla-like, so that, you know, you flip this pack on and all of a sudden the build's totally different. That's not cool when you're playing on a server.
Yeah. Server's doing really good right now, actually.
It is.
Blocks are popping like nothing. Earlier it was bad. Trying to get rid of that snow earlier, I had to remove the same snow. I would just run back and forth over it with a shovel 5 or 6 times to get one layer to go away.
I'm still here. I'm just getting some really cool looking shots because you've got some neat lighting going on in here.
Cool. I'm just opening it up a little bit more down here and just seeing how much more there actually is. Figure if we're here. Feel free. Oh, another raw ore chunk. Those are neat. Apparently, Fresh said people were opening tickets that raw ore chunks were generating in the overworld.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's too
That's funny.
Yeah. It's like, man, why are you opening tickets? Just take the win and go home.
I was going to say, enjoy the ride.
Right? It's like, hey, furnace gods are bad. Shut up, please.
Right. Right.
Because that's what we all want to do. We all want to just go out and grind levels, right?
By the way, this soundtrack that's playing right now, I've been letting the Minecraft stuff play instead of my own because of the new stuff, but this one is funny. It takes me back to when I was, and you may be old enough, I'm not sure, but Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
This is totally what it feels like.
I was watching Doc a little while ago, and he went into an aquifer cave where he had done a big tunnel bore, and when he dropped in, it had like one of the Minecraft songs, and it was just glow squid everywhere.
Oh, wow.
And he just swam around, and he's like, guys, this is one of those Minecraft moments.
Yeah.
It totally was. It was just gorgeous. Like 8 or 10 glow squids all swimming around. Feel free to poke around up there if you want to mine some out.
Oh no, I'm okay there. I just was playing with the visuals.
I don't know how I played this game before I had Silk Touch.
Isn't that crazy to think?
I didn't even know stone was a thing until, where did this stone come from? Why isn't it cobble? Oh, wait.
By the way, I learned a cool trick this weekend with Deep Slate to insta-mine it.
Oh.
And whether you have haste 2 or not, it doesn't matter. You can still get real close to insta-mining. But like right now where you're grabbing one at a time, if you get it to where you mine out away from you without moving to about till it goes about 5 or 6 blocks out, and then you start to run.
Yep.
You can actually run and insta-mine every block after that.
Yes, sir. It's a great trick. It's one of the reasons why I have a Deep Slate shop.
Okay.
I just don't want to ping any of this iron and have to replace it.
Right. But it was just one of those things that I didn't even know worked. I was literally strip mining that stupid thing all the way down that I wanted to have.
Yep. There's so many things like that you just find out, and then you have these moments of, I really wish I knew that.
Right.
Like Khan saying, yeah, if you want to infect your villagers, just turn a baby zombie loose. They can make it through the gap and go in and infect them all, and then it leaves them alone once they turn into zombies. Oh, that's so simple. It's stupid. You just release a baby zombie and it does all of the infecting. I I'm reassessing my choices on making an infecting station and all of these things.
Let's see here. I've got a first-time viewer, and I'm not even sure how to pronounce your deal. I don't know if that's Sponge or Sponge, but welcome.
Oh, it's Sponge. They're from Derptopia.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I have not met yet.
They don't have Sponge as their avatar on or name on Derptopia. It's their
Okay.
Discord name. I'm not sure if they're in game.
Okay, so that makes sense. I was like, I don't remember seeing that, but
This thing just keeps going, man.
thanks for joining us tonight. Oh, Broken Head. There we go. Copy that. That's who you are. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're having fun over here at Dan's mining area. One of them.
This thing is... I can't wait to find a copper one. Fresh found a copper.
That's what I saw him in the comments. Yeah.
73 stacks of ore. What?
Yeah. And imagine once you smelt that and then stone cut it.
Well, he got the biggest buff in the world as a guy that sells copper. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
He got extra fortune goes from 2 to 3 to 2 to 5.
Right.
And the stone cutter. Like, wow. They want us to build with copper.
Now, one thing that I did do different with my, you probably noticed when you're watching the stream, but my deep slate, the top and bottom of it, I actually use an actual slate texture versus the cutout texture like the vanilla.
Oh, interesting.
Because I wanted it to be, the cutout texture I put on all the sides, but the top and bottom I did it so it's an actual slate. Because real slate, actually, when you mine it out in the real world, it has that texture that you see there. That's an actual photograph of a piece of slate and then rebuilt to make it into a texture. And I don't know why they didn't do that inside the vanilla. I was kind of shocked.
Hey, you got to come down here to the bottom now.
Okay.
I just broke into a little cave, and it this whole thing leads into a lava pool.
I just realized I needed to be eating.
Hey, no starvation deaths on this server.
I always carry beef with me, but I wasn't paying attention. Oh, wow.
So it just leads right to lava with these ores just chilling here.
Imagine that, if only you were building a lava mountain.
I know. Like, how this is the craziest thing.
Well, and we are not even down to diamond level yet. You know?
Or
I mean,
negative 54.
Yeah, but 59 is to 57 is the most optimal. So, I mean...
Oh, okay. I
You're
thought you
gonna...
meant they weren't generating.
Oh, no. No, but I mean, we're not even at the maximum output level yet. And so having lava that's already pooling around, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, this is just cool looking, the way this whole thing goes.
Agreed.
This is going to be a lot of work to expose this whole thing. Thank you for burning my floating blocks lava.
Yeah, I saw that too. That Zuma said 58 is best. I'm actually using it. I've been testing it out at my place just after I got my mine out. And I've already found several sets of 8 and 10 around the 56 to 59 zone.
Yeah, there's...
So, yeah, it's pretty solid.
The server economy is going to adapt for sure. I mean, it has to with the amount of diamonds that are out there. Shops are going to start getting sold out with new builds going. So it'll be a good thing. More diamonds on the server for everybody.
Yeah.
I heard that back when 117 first dropped, it was just I didn't find diamonds for the first month I played the game.
It was scary.
I wasn't on a server. I can't imagine being on a server at that time where you actually need the diamonds.
Yeah, there was until you got strong enough with villager trading halls, it was tough if you died because it was really hard to re-gear up.
This vein goes straight down into the lava.
It's like it was made for you.
This is amazing.
Well, and the way that I've got that color going, it really makes this iron pop.
Yeah, it looks like I feel like I'm in Lord of the Rings looking at Mithril or something. I am surprised we haven't hit diamonds. I'm guessing that this vein kind of prohibits the formation of them somehow. Like it all forms as one big thing, maybe?
I'm not sure what the rules are as to how close everything can be. That could be an issue.
Because that would be pretty interesting to have diamonds form in your iron vein.
I'm hoping at some point, you know, right now, our max resolution that we can really run on volume is at 512. That's what you're seeing when I'm streaming. Java, obviously, you can go all the way up to 4K. But hoping when they get rid of those limits and things down the road that we'll be able to expand. I've been designing my textures at 1K. Be nice to get just that little extra detail at some point.
Yeah, I mean, Java does have some big bonuses, but as I always like to say, Trident killers.
Oh, I'm not a Java player at all. It's just the way the programming shifts was all I was mentioning.
Oh, gotcha.
And I need to remember, I keep forgetting, I did a little experimental glow on the redstone that I do not like, so I've got to go back and take that out. Man, this giant lava flow back here is cool looking.
There's some really neat stuff in this cave that I'm really happy with.
It's like a single channel.
Oh, I think yep.
That's really cool. Goes up like 30 blocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this whole thing down here is just fun. Have you ever seen a Java player fight a wither without knowing how bad withers are on bedrock?
No, that would be wonderful.
It's really funny. Just look up like Java player fight wither on bedrock. I mean,
okay.
And yeah. What? Oh my god, he hits hard. And then they're smacking at him and it's not dying. It's like, it's only halfway. I expected it to be dead.
Well, last season, this would have been over a year ago. Well, I guess it would have been almost 2 years ago at this point. We had a young streamer that was playing with us. I don't think he's even around anymore. But he he got on there and was going to be really cool on his stream and was going to fight the wither. And it got loose. And he's screaming and yelling, and we're having to get mods, and we're having to do... Oh, it was the most hilarious stream I've ever watched in my life.
Wow.
I can't remember the number of times he died trying to kill it, too. And you just can't stop laughing, because the whole time it was, yeah, we're going to show you how to do this, and it just collapses something fierce.
Yeah, and then conversely, you have Silent go on bedrock, fight 6 withers in a row.
Yeah.
And he puts down a beacon at the beginning and he's like, well, it's going to be nice to have regeneration on the next 5 fights. And
yeah.
just gets to work, right?
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah. I'm not a great player. I'd be very upfront. I'm good at staying alive. I'm not good at downing hard bosses in this particular game. Put me on Castlevania from 1987, and we're talking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a great game. That was a great game.
So well balanced, so hard, so unfair, but just enough that if you get lucky, you can get there.
Yep. That was pre-save games days, too.
Oh, hell yeah. You hit pause and turn your TV off.
Yeah, your mom walks in and says, you need to come eat now, and you're like, no, you don't understand. Yeah.
Yes, this is just 3 hours of work. I'm doing permission right now, Mom. Stop. Or the worst, when they'd roll up and turn the power button off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Those were explosive days. Like, no! That was Legend of Zelda. I didn't save.
Yeah, some of the kids today, you know, can't handle the fact that they don't have their phone in their hand for 30 seconds. They would have lost their minds having to play video games the way we did.
Video games? Road trips? Imagine having, like, you have two options in a road trip. Like, talk to people, read a book, or sit there. Like, is your third option.
Yeah.
Now it's like you can be watching movies, playing games in your own little bubble. It's yeah. This thing makes a left turn. It comes down from up that way, and then it makes a left turn down into the lava, it looks like.
It's pretty neat. It's a really neat find.
I think got lucky with it. I think it's only a matter of time before they start trying to... I don't know if they could map. No, they couldn't. I was thinking they might try to do it on chunk base, but there's no way. It'd be like trying to chunk base diamonds.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the coding is. That would be the whole question there.
Yeah, they aren't a static environmental feature or an environment. They're I think not a spawn, but a generation in the environment. So I don't know enough about this stuff anymore. My expertise in computers stopped in like Macintosh days.
Okay.
When
I did my first programming was happening on an Apple IIc. So yeah.
I was on Apple IIe. I was programming in BASIC and
nice.
Drawing pictures with logo, which was the most painful thing ever.
Yeah. Well, I built my first video game. By the way, I'm gonna see if I can't find my way out as I run back across here. I think I remember the path. If I get lost, I'll holler at you. But my first video game would have been on a Apple IIc, and I created a race car driving like pole position.
Nice.
That was in junior high.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then my buddy had a Commodore 64 and then a 128, so we did all kinds of cool programming on it.
Yeah, I remember like when AOL had one lobby and 2400 baud wasn't bad. And when we hit 9600, we felt like we got turbochargers on the internet.
Yeah, sit there for a minute and a half listening to the screeching and everything till you could log in. Yep.
And one picture would take like 45 minutes to download. You'd be like, oh yeah, I want to see like the Hulkster or whatever. Like, download whatever you're looking at. 45 minutes later, you would get a picture. Like,
well, and remember, if someone made a long-distance call or something, it would kick you.
Yep.
That was the worst.
The good old days of SmartCom, when you would actually log into your computer to text somebody and talk to them over text when you could have just called them because you were sitting at home.
Right.
Point-to-point modem was kind of interesting.
But you needed to have the experience.
Oh, it was good.
trying to remember where your water elevators are.
Oh, I got should be okay from where you're coming. Go straight all the way across from that cool lake that you liked. Go straight across the whole place and then to the left. So if you find the little diamond in the pond, it's to the left of the diamond in the pond.
Okay.
I'm on my way out anyways. I'm happy to come out. I've had enough fun exposing iron tonight. Thing is gonna suck to flood.
Okay, so you've got your guy that's trapped back here with a trader.
Oh, okay, him. Go basically straight forward from there.
Okay, so
Across the whole cavern.
Got it. I was headed the right way. I just think I second guessed myself.
There should be that little bridge. And
yeah,
then,
there it is. Yep.
Beautiful. Ooh, I got glow squid. I might have to name them. Glow squid in that one cool lake up there? Yes, please. Nah, I can't eat my mob cap. Gotta keep your mob cap for useful stuff. That's one thing I wasn't ready for playing on a server. Was I figured like you go on a server and there were rules of etiquette on what you could and couldn't do, but I expected like holy crap level computing power. You know, you're watching Hermitcraft and you're watching Doc build a goat out of end rods, right?
Yeah.
And then you realize that their server is for professional Minecrafters that are making their living off of that. And, you know, we're fan members that pay for access, which is amazing. But it's not like we're paying a crazy amount or anything like that to maintain a server for 20 people, 25 people. I think it's we get a damn good deal with Silent being able to play on this. And then just the fact that he's on deck to fix stuff.
Yeah. No, he's been pretty legit.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
And he's been that way since the beginning. I've been, like I said, a little over 2 years with him. And I can't say anything bad, like ever. It's been crazy cool.
Yeah, I really can't imagine a mad Silent. Like, I just can't picture him, like, mad. I know it'll happen. Everybody gets mad.
Yeah, I've seen it once.
I just picture his demeanor and, yeah, you know, he's just a super chill dude.
Okay, so now you'll get to see, for those of you that are still watching or watching the replay, you'll get to see what that world looks like in the standard HD, because I got to turn that on to go back through the nether so I don't go kill myself.
Oh, that's smart.
But, yes, it's missing that depth of lighting that RTX brings, but I've worked pretty steady to get the same textures with a lot of depth to them, in spite of the limits that the HD does.
Well, it's a whole huge endeavor to do that, because you're not just focusing on one block and one thing or one lighting effect. You have to make it work as a cohesive unit.
Yes.
And if you're not thinking of it as a whole, if you're just thinking about making diamonds as badass as you possibly can, then you're probably going to fall down. It's probably not going to come out as good as a cohesive picture as it could.
It does take some thoughts. If I hadn't been creating for decades, it would be a lot harder. And then what I've had to do is deprogram there's your tunnel. Okay. I've had to deprogram the game in order to then reprogram it, if that makes sense. Go through and understand what are they doing and why. And then it's like, oh, okay, now this makes sense why this didn't do that and this did that, and lots of trial and error.
I just noticed this. but I know your sword's a katana. It looks like one, at least to me right now.
That's somewhat of it. It's more like a broadsword. But the problem is right now items can, if you go higher than a 64 resolution, your frame rates completely drop. They have
Gotcha.
they haven't optimized the game for items yet. And so things like armor and weapons and, you know, anything that's in here that are items that aren't actual blocks, you can only go up to 64 resolution. So I've designed this stuff all the way up to 512 and really quality looking materials, but I've had to downgrade it just for the game to play.
Gotcha. Well, I first looked over for a second.
If you look there, you can see the sword there. Yeah, it does make it look more like a katana.
I thought you had an end rod for a second when I looked over. I was like, why is he gonna fight things with an end rod? I'm so confused. He must be really badass if he's gonna use an end rod as a weapon.
I should have never told you. Now my opinion of me has gone down.
No.
Kidding.
Opinions aren't based off of prowess and PvP. I know plenty of 11-year-olds that I don't want to be friends with and great at fighting things. But man, thanks for stopping by, Wallace. That was really kind of a cool thing to kind of hang out and noodle around a little bit in the new caves.
I really appreciate it because it's just, you know, and getting to know our different players on here is such a privilege.
Yeah, I'd love to. I don't know if she'll be down with it, but I think Tasha's Asian Village is a prime candidate.
Cool.
Oh, you're fighting Magmas. I'm still behind you, so you're probably already home by now, but I'm watching you fight Magmas. And she's really good. I mean, her style, her last 2 builds aren't tutorials, they're her own designs, and they just came out really, really nice. But I'd love for you to show her that pagoda that you went in, you create that one world and showed us, because I know that's one, but just being able to go see it and look at it and kind of, there's a place in the base where I think it might look epic, centrally located, or something similar to it. So
the pagoda, refresh my memory.
I thought it was you that went into a different world.
Okay.
You switched worlds. It was a savannah, and it had like a central pagoda. Or was that Fiasco? I don't think it was Fiasco.
Let me think here. Because I'm not sure that I've been doing anything on another world, except for just my single-player world that I'm about to...
Maybe it was Gandalf who hopped over.
Maybe
Sorry,
so.
I didn't really know everybody as well.
No, that's okay. I just didn't want to take
stream.
credit for something if it wasn't me.
It's a very tall, like, looks like Leaning Tower of Pisa, but Asian influence.
Okay, not mine. So I bet it was Gandalf.
Yeah, definitely. Because, yeah, Fiasco, I don't think he hopped over.
Well, someone left a bunch of blocks right here in the middle of this tunnel. Just
Where?
pick them up. Headed towards the end or mining desert. I find this a lot when I'm running around.
I mean, I'll block dump, but I'll block dump in lava. You know, it's if you're gonna do it.
I keep a flint and steel on me for that purpose.
I just keep a bucket of lava, dig a quick hole, dump all the stuff in it, and I mean, yeah, okay. I'm watching you right now. What is all this crap?
Yeah, well, I burned it, but that's it's typical. But yeah, I did I just keep a unbreaking, mending flint and steel with me.
And what do? You just light a fire on the ground and throw it in the fire?
Or I throw it on the ground and then light the stuff. Yeah, either way.
Oh, you can light the stuff when it's thrown. I didn't know you could light a floating enemy. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's excellent for if you're mining and don't have inventory, but you need to keep stuff.
I just watched you do it. Wow, it was worth hanging out with you tonight just to learn that I can burn stuff, Wallace. I mean, it's been really painful hanging out with you, but
That's funny,
just to
but
learn that little tidbit. It's worth
there
it.
was the moment that mattered.
All right, my man. Well, I guess we shall adjourn till next time.
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate it. And by the way, happy to hang out if you've got time and just want to hang out during streams, even if it's not even
Yeah, dude, I'll come out. I mean,
touring or whatever. Just let me know and I'll include you.
I don't need a fan base, but I'm happy to hang out with some people and see what they're building and stuff like that. So I'm more than happy to come out and be the foil. And hey, you know, technically you might catch my first server death on live stream, which I've
We got lag.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Sorry, I was just gonna prep you that things weren't working.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's good not to not hop into a portal. But I was killed AFK by a zombie, but I have not died by my own hand or stupidity yet. So you may actually catch that live.
Yeah, we've got crazy lag at the moment, so be careful.
Oh man, I'm watching you go back to your base. That's cool. The diamond plate texture on the iron door.
Oh, you like that?
I'm watching how much lag we have. I can always... Good lag indicators, pressure plates. How long does the pressure plate take to pop the button? At least for me.
Well, before we leave, and this is still just in my HD pack, I'll show you what that mine dig out was over the weekend.
Oh yeah, the 40 by 40. Let's check that out for sure. I would have followed you.
You're welcome to come if that's something you want. Do you want me to pick you up?
Yeah, I'll pop in. I'll meet you at spawn. Oh wait, are we being stupid? Me hopping in a portal when there's lag?
I don't know. I came through.
Oops, sorry.
Let me see here. What I'll do is I'll switch packs to, since we're gonna show it.
I made it through all clean.
And then I'll pick you up. Let's see here. Turn that one off. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but you'll see it on my screen here shortly, but this chunk border display I found is probably my favorite. You get it off of Prowl's Discord server. It's real simple. It just throws up words up in the top right corner. It doesn't impede your view or anything.
Cool.
Lets you know where the chunk edge or chunk corners are.
Yeah, I'm really bad about chunk stuff and aligning. I just kind of build it and hope it works. I haven't really done anything that's needed to be chunk aligned. I didn't build the quad trading hall or the quad iron farm. So I haven't really had any major issues, but as I start to do bigger stuff, I'm definitely going to have to be mindful when I do a sorting machine because I don't want that thing to break.
Yeah. Well, I don't do a ton of that either, but when mining out areas, it's nice to know.
Yeah, I hear you get, now it's not as much of an issue, but I used to hear that chunk borders used to hit a lot more diamonds because on the border you could have dual generation.
Right. I'm almost back to you.
What are your chords for you? Oh, you're back at my base?
Oh, no, to you.
There you are. I was like, beautiful.
All right.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious. I end up at your base, you end up at my base.
Right. Sounds like a really bad date.
Have you ever been down to the community nether tree farm?
I have.
How gorgeous is that tunnel? And it was all a mistake.
Yeah. Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, he didn't mean for that tunnel to have that wonky tilt to it and that kind of turn and all that stuff
Yeah.
at all. he was off target with the tunnel. And
I didn't know
he had
that.
to make, and I just told him that is the definition of serendipity. Because if it were just a straight tunnel, it would be boring. The way it goes and it has that wonky kind of lift and turn to it, it just makes it visually appealing, and it has that variation that makes it not a train tunnel.
So did you go back through?
Yep.
So say I thought it looked like you showed up and then vanished.
Oh, fuck me. I'm sitting here at a long screen, man. Very, very long.
That's all right. I'll stay where I'm at so that hopefully it doesn't.
Okay, I think I'm good, but nothing's rendered. I am in the sky, basically, at 101. There's 0 rendering, and I'm not moving my character.
Actual chords are 954, 101, 81.
Yeah, I'm at those chords.
Yeah.
You know how it looks when
I
we
saw
log
you
into
for a
the server?
second.
Oh, man.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there we go. Yay!
Just step out.
I'm out. Oh, and I'm back in its building terrain again. I think oh no. I stepped out, I was at your place, and then it sucked me back in, and I'm back in with it building terrain in the nether.
No worries.
Come on, I don't want to lose all my gear. Oh, I'm watching me. Okay, I watch myself show up, and then I watch myself disappear.
It looks like you're lagging enough to stay in the portal, I think is what's happening.
Oh, I'm still sitting here with the generating world sign up, building terrain, and I really like your portal design. Reminds me of Octagon.
It's as close as I could get at this size to a Stargate.
Oh, nice. Daniel Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't good. I'm still generating world and building terrain.
Broken Head is saying that the server was pretty laggy too, but I'm not having visual lag. But I don't know if there's block lag and stuff because we're not mining and stuff. Let me see if I... Nope. I'm not sure why some are facing it and some aren't. That's weird. Well, if this doesn't work tonight, we don't have to stress about it. We can do it another.
Heck, I'm just hoping at this point I don't lose my...
That's why I'm trying to stay on, too, so that since I've already loaded this area, maybe that will help.
I mean, at this point, I probably need to quit out of the game. I don't think anything is going to change.
Wonder if I come back through the portal, if that would help.
Don't do that, dude. Don't risk your gear. No, I don't need blood on my hands.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Okay, here we go. I guess I'm going to quit out of the world and just do a hard quit and then try to relog.
I need to finish out this castle build. I just got distracted with the giant wall and my mansion. And then when 118 came out, I've been trying to spend some time picking up some of the newer blocks and things out past the border.
Well, I guess promising news is that it hasn't pinged that I suffocated yet. So
Yeah, and it didn't show anything weird on the game screen. It just showed you leaving was all.
Well, maybe I did speak too soon. You might get my first server death derp on camera.
Oh wow, that would not be cool.
I would laugh. At least it would be some content. It wouldn't have just happened.
Right. Oh, I need to replace. Looks like, I bet we had a gas come through. There's a sea lantern that's gone.
I was walking by Jet Tig's portal,
Yeah.
their tunnel, and it's really cool. So I'm kind of like just poking my head in to kind of look around. I'm like one block in, and a ghast spawns because they have a 5x5 space under the stairs, and he's like screaming at me, and I ran, and he didn't shoot a fireball. He did not shoot a fireball. I went back and I looked, and I got out of his visual range quick enough, but man. I don't want that to happen.
Well, I've come out of my portal here, which means someone had come visiting or spent time looking at my nether portal. And I've come out of this portal here and had gas floating in the overworld. I was like, guys, when you see big portals, you have to go in quick or pass quick.
Man, I've never been to your base, but I had no idea of that. I could have been guilty of that.
Oh, I don't mind people, exploring, and it's just when you've got a big portal, if you stand there staring at it too long in the nether and things spawn, gas just go through them. I don't know why.
Okay, fingers crossed. It's loading the packs. This could be my side lag. Because it's not downloading it's taking forever to download this pack.
Well, I know Broken Head said he was seeing really bad lag and had left and rejoined. It's showing you in the list that you've joined.
Yeah, it just showed me some stuff, so come on, let me in. Holy shit, I am, okay. I'm at 955, 91, 85 in the nether.
So it dropped you below my portal.
I've got blocks on me. So is that your portal location? Because I can just pillar up.
My portal location will be at 9, should be right at 947, 82 at 101.
I'm at 949, 102, 83, and I'm like standing on a block.
-9?
Yeah.
That's strange, isn't it?
I'm just gonna keep going up. At least I'm in a wall now, so if there's lava above me.
Because I've dug out that whole area, you saw that. Yeah, I'm gonna come through.
I'm in a
you said you're at negative what?
Negative 949.
Yeah, it transported you to the overworld coordinates. You just got nether portaled.
I just got geeked. Okay, so I gotta figure out.
Because the nether side is negative 120, 108.
Okay, I'm just gonna, at least I'm at 93, so I'm just gonna start going through a wall, and if I hit somebody's portal, I'll fix it, or hit somebody's hallway, I'll fix it, but at least I'm close. No, I'm good, I'm at 96.
I was gonna say, I could come help dig you out. Let's see.
Well,
so
nether tunnel's at 103, right?
You're at negative 900 times 8, so you're 8,000. You're way out past the border. That is wonderful.
Well, I'm negative 900 in the nether. I'm not past the border in the overworld.
Right.
Oh,
but
you're gonna make a portal or something?
Well, I was just gonna say I could try to get, but yeah, that's not gonna work. Can't do
I'm
an over.
already at 900. I was at 1,000, so I'm just gonna keep on going, and eventually I'll hit something. I'm gonna go up a little bit. That way I can get to 103. I'm just thankful to be alive and have an opportunity to get back. I just don't like losing crap to technology. If I lose it to my own stupidity, cool.
You might want to do it at 113 to avoid dropping into some place.
Well, I'm crouched the whole way. That is one advantage of playing on Switch, is you just hit a button and you just stay crouched the whole time. So I can't actually fall off of anything. Yeah, I'm at 106 now, so I'm working my way up. Man, drama on the Wallace live stream.
Yep. Welcome to server play, right?
Shit.
Okay, so when you get to negative...
Fuck me, I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm dead. Come on, pop the totem. Get the fuck out of the lava, stupid.
Did you fall?
No, lava poured into me.
Oh, wow.
Okay, sorry for the language, folks. I do apologize. Little freak out there, but I'm good.
I was gonna say, you
good.
didn't
Don't
die.
worry. I'm alive. I'm alive. Just let me get another totem out. Okay. Did pop a totem, but hey, that's life in the big city.
So you said you're at Z85?
87, 868. Sorry, negative 868, 108, 87.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't pillar up because I found an ice highway at negative 271. Oh, holy crap! Nope. This has got full of ghasts right there.
Okay, I'm putting gapples on my hotbar.
So someone built a tunnel over a open area here, so I gotta find a spot to get up.
Mental note, always carry fire potions. This was not planned. Okay, we're up to 112 now and no lava. Okay, so I'm up to 113.
Okay, so let me see if I can get up into there and build an area down and over to you.
Well, yeah, I'm working my way over now, so
And that could save you some travel.
Okay, yep, it would help if I mined the right way. Got a little turned around when I was in that lava pool. No shame. Hey, I mean, I'm not rich like Fresh. Fresh just got like netherite coming out of the yin-yang. He could die like 5 times in a row and just roll back to his chest and re-gear.
Yeah, because he's been a minor hero.
Yeah, that dude he's all over the place. He's a grinder. He puts my grind game almost to shame.
Okay. So I'm gonna build a spot up to where you're at, and then over to one of our main tunnels.
I'm at 800 now. This is so interesting. never had a portal malfunction like that, and I wasn't even eating.
What Y level did you settle at?
113.
Okay, that's usually best. It usually keeps from there being holes. Okay, so
No.
then...
Stupid lava, go away. Bad lava.
Tell you what, this is the most creepy thing in RTX.
Nether?
Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll switch to my HD, because then I can quick mine over to you. Then I'll just switch back around when we get back over. Crazy times.
Yeah, lava situation dealt with. Much less of a freak out this time.
Uh-oh. It's 10 o'clock.
Server reset. For a split second, there's no warning, and I'm so used to warnings, it was like, no, not again. We were making progress.
Right.
All right, so that's 3 minutes of downtime, and my apologies again for any streaming people that are watching my language. Sorry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Yes, everybody. Obviously, it's going to happen sometimes.
It's not a casual thing. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my gear.
So I'm going to put the I'll be right back deal on the screen. And
This is the longest I've been in the Nether, like since I've joined the server. I basically bought my netherite and it was like, yep, don't need to go there this season.
yeah, I tried to avoid it as much as possible too. I've done my tours of duty and happy with them, and really not interested in dying.
I just know I don't have the computing power to fly in the Nether and have anything render with any kind of reliability. So, yeah. Well, good times. You got some interesting content. You get to do a rescue.
There's always fun when you're getting to play with others. That's always a nice thing. So I've got,
Heck
looks like
yeah.
a new person that joined the server that's direct messaging me. Said they weren't sure how to join the Bedrock realm.
What's their name?
Dragon Pro. Is that someone that's joined, or am I getting spammed?
I'm honestly not sure on that one.
Let me go look here and see in the general.
Whitelisted,
Oh yeah, it says welcome. Silent did. So some.
yeah, as long as they're whitelisted, then they should have the IP address.
It's not. Okay, yeah. Now I'm seeing his white. Okay, yeah. I'll direct message him and let him know that he just needs to be patient, or she. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you never know anymore. I thought Bad Karma Ghost was a German dude based off of the name, and it turns out she's an Australian lady. So,
Oh, I didn't realize she was from Australia. That's cool.
yeah, she's Australian. Vix is Scottish. Tash is English. We have a global community on Derptopia.
What I like is it's predominantly true gamers too, so it really makes it fun.
Yeah, people aren't. There's only a few people that are like really out for the crazy economy stuff, like, and that just isn't going to fly. People just want to build their projects. They want to help each other. They want to be compensated for their time mining, but nobody's trying to gouge anybody super hard for diamonds. It's not a flex contest on this server, which is really refreshing. When you flex by having fun and by building cool stuff and not by amassing electrons that are teal.
Yeah. Exactly. So good. Well, hopefully Dragon's one of those that will be another positive one to have around.
All right, I'm back in.
All right.
I'm at 750 now, so
Load back in myself then.
I'm gonna have to bail on breaking off all my picks. It's really happening again, man. It's just a hesitant block lag as you're mining.
Yeah, it can be.
I'm making really decent progress. I'm all the way at 700 now.
Okay. Well, I can probably speed that up as well now that I've got my HD pack and can see better.
Yeah, this is the first stream I've taken part in. It's actually really pretty fun.
Cool. Yeah, I'm glad that that was enjoyable.
Well, it's obvious that you're just being yourself. There are some creators that play characters, and it's fun, but you can only watch so much of it. After a while, unless they really have that good of a character.
Yeah, and I'm not big on the fake drama stuff. I know some people like it a lot. I'm not. I enjoy seeing people just be themselves and do builds and explain what they're doing.
I mean, the most drama I like in my Minecraft content is Last Light. And that is just pure gold.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's not even drama. They know exactly what they're doing. They're so respectful to each other. As far as, like, they could easily kill somebody and take them out of the game, but it's a content creator, so they go after somebody with a green light. You know, it's not a vicious, I'm gonna be king of the hill contest. It's more just, let's have shenanigans for 3 months every Friday night.
Right.
I was very disappointed in Mumbo Jumbo, though. I mean, come on, man. You're the redstone god. You didn't have any cool redstone kills? Really?
Yeah. And of course, I know that he does a lot of other type of content too, other places, so he might have been a little extra distracted.
Excuse for shirking on the content that I enjoy, Mumbo Jumbo. I know you have millions of followers, but I'm special, and what I like matters.
Okay, I'm at 431.
543.
And you're on the 85?
84. 83 now.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
Whoops, I need to come back and pick up some blocks. I didn't realize I was full.
I have a ton of blocks behind me, and I'm going back to get them. Actually, no, I can pick up a bunch of them, because I can just dump the, whatchamacallit. And I can use your trick.
So I am 2 over from you, so let me step over, and then that'll save us.
need to eat. It's funny how you forget that. Oh, that's why I stopped here, because there's lava. Oh, I see your name. Never seen a prettier sight. I am lava. That was too perfect. Right as we were about to meet, lava dumps in between us.
All right. So yeah, we're safe all the way back now.
Ooh, Wallace. Knight in shining netherite.
I don't know about that, but at least a friend willing to help, maybe.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. And got me back at least twice as fast.
Well, we're over another sand valley with, as you heard, those wonderful ghasts shouting at us.
Oh, I realized you're streaming, and I'm on speaker on Discord, so I muted everything. Didn't want to catch any echoes and all that fun stuff. Tash has a parrot in her hallway.
Yeah.
Her portal that does the gas sounds. It's amazing.
Oh, that's not cool. My parrot in my main base area does creeper sounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, it's really cool until you are thinking it's the parrot and creeper actually spawns in.
Oh, God.
Yeah, yeah.
That happened?
Once. And so now I just double check no matter what. I will wait to switch packs till we get to the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go all the way through and make sure you disappear.
Okay.
And then I will step in. If it takes me back to the same spot, at least I
Oh,
got
and
a
it's
route.
nighttime. Nobody's sleeping. You've got to be kidding me. And I can't place a bed.
I'm trying
So
to get
hang
out
on.
of the damn.
I was going to say, stay out of it for the moment.
I'm looking.
Oh, you made it. You made it. You really did.
Yeah, I'm just running around looking for Moav just to kill. I don't want a creeper blow up.
Okay, I'm going to switch packs and be right back then. Wow. We did this. Yeah, that was weird. The bed was not placing down.
Yeah, I just tried to fight a couple of zombs and they danced around me and were dodging my sword that was hitting them clearly, so we got a little bit of something going. But I am going to... Oh, I love the build. I like the wood.
What are you seeing?
The Gothic. With the tall towers.
Ah, the castle build. Yeah, there's a YouTuber, Stevler. I'm using his template for this because I didn't want to spend a lot of time on design. I just wanted to build something that was like it had been here ages before.
Yeah.
And so I'm about halfway done at the moment.
Okay, that's a deep hole.
Did you drop?
No, I'm standing at the
yeah.
edge looking at your super cool hole with the emeralds around the post and stuff, which is...
Yeah, we'll be going down there shortly. But, yeah, I've got a shorter path down there than having to do that. But at some point, if you want, I can give you a full tour. But back there, off this distance, is the mansion that I'm building.
Very cool.
And it 3 stories and... plus a attic and then an underground building and all kinds of craziness.
I like the lamppost design, the
Yeah?
Deep slate looks good with the end rods.
Thank you. So this is my under portal to get me back into this area.
I like the way it goes directly into the portal. That's pretty cool.
So there's my creeper parrot. And it also does other mob sounds. It was in the jungle for a while, so I'm assuming it just probably had a ton spawning. But anyway, so what I did is I've got a spot that I dug out over the weekend that you were wanting to see.
Yeah.
So all of this is where I do all of my underground farming. Then I never have to worry about mobs and all that craziness. So I saved and waited until 118, and I'll do a fancy decorated area of this here soon, but this is what I dug out over the weekend.
Wow.
It was solid all the way down.
Wow, I dig it.
But now, I saw it on something similar on Avomance, his channel, and so now every layer has its own tunnel layout that I can run out in every direction and mine out all the important blocks.
That's cool. And you know what would be amazing afterwards? You could take the lights out and you could make a way for it to be a hostile mob farm.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know a lot. I just think outside the box, and all I see is a giant funnel, right? A giant funnel. Whatever you could spawn on, water sources at the top, wash them down. One water source at one end forces them down to some type of a killer, and you have like one of the most beautiful hostile mob farms I've ever seen.
Intriguing.
This is gorgeous.
Very intriguing. Yeah, because I plan to finish off the actual design of the edges. Once I did that, you'll see I put slabs on that backside because that's an actual slime chunk. So
this reminds me of like a weird dystopian Aztec ziggurat combined with where they lived in the Matrix, like deep underground.
That makes sense.
But...
yeah. So this takes you all the way down to 59.
That's so cool. I might have to do so. I want to do something like this under my base, but it's already hollow.
Yeah.
Figure out where I can do it.
But yeah, he has it on his channel if you want to, if you need a template to follow. But basically the reason, and it's perfect logic, is this bottom one's only 4 because I didn't do the math quite exact. But most of they should always be 5 high. The reason being is you'll mine a 3 high tunnel. You'll see the upper block and lower block from each level, so you don't miss a block across the whole thing. So when you mine out a full area each level, you literally are getting to see a glimpse of almost every block possible, except for the middle row. But you don't need to see the middle row unless there's ores. Then what happens is ores stack up anyway. And then you'll see the middle. Yeah.
All right, the other thing that would be really kind of crazy down here, like to do, would be to just release like 100 villagers in here and watch them all run around. Oh, I like the ceiling design too. That's cool. And that's the floor design from above.
That's the floor from above, yeah. I waited. Like I said, I saved doing anything low till after the update.
Ah! I suck at flying. Joining this server has gotten me better at flying, though.
Yeah, lag will teach you a lot about flying, won't it?
Yeah, like fly high. You kind of get to know where the farms are that are floating in the air.
So one of the builds that I'm going to do on my property here is a giant vault. And I wanted to use a lot of blackstone, not blackstone, but deep slate. Well, I've got plenty of it now. So
yeah, my shop is going to be not selling a ton for a little bit while everybody mines everything out and gets their jollies, and then they're going to get tired of mining deep slate.
right.
And then my shop will start making money again.
But interestingly enough, just mining this area out like I did, I ended up with a couple stacks of diamonds. So it's decently populating now.
Server economy is going to have to change. You know, it would look really cool would be if you did a column of redstone lamps directly up the center. Put one on each mining level, and as that level's mined out, turn on that light.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't know. It'd be a cool little visual thing that could be kind of neat. Like, you know, I got to go down to this level. When you fly down, don't have to remember. And if you got really crazy about it, you could actually now you could just do torches next to the tunnels to mark them mined out.
Yeah.
I started color coding mine with soul torches, redstone, and regular. Redstone is like danger. Blue is mined out, and then yellow is active. But
okay, yeah, some good thinking for sure.
This is huge, man.
Yeah, I think it was a total of what would that be? What's a row and a double chest?
20. A row and double chest is 9.
9.
A shulker's 27.
Yeah, so that was 9, 18. So it was close to 27-ish shulkers full of blocks.
That's a lot of shulkers. But BKG's happy. Everybody's buying shulkers like crazy.
Mine were all just from the spawner.
I don't know how to run it, and if I don't know how to run a machine, I don't want to break it. So eventually I'll learn how to run it.
Understood.
That's a cool drop off. I don't even care about the function, man. This is just a cool build.
When I saw it on his channel, I was like, you know, I've got to do that for the 118 mine that I want. I don't know if I'll do it again on my second base. It was a chore.
Yeah. But hostile mob farm, or God, you could make this into like the coolest abandoned mines of Moria type thing down there.
Yeah. You're thinking the way I am. That's why each one of the faces I'm going to rebuild and make sure that they look like a proper mining camp, you know?
Mm-hmm. So,
then,
like, you know, it would look really cool. A central column that comes from the ceiling and from the ground. It is broken like halfway up, so they almost meet but don't.
Oh, yeah. Good thinking.
Hey, shoot, just watch Lord of the Rings, the first one, and Mines of Moria is just wow.
Well, I had done something a little similar to the mines in season 1, because I did all kinds of underground tunnels, but I had giant pillars and railway and all that. So yeah, I could borrow from that idea, and that's actually cool.
The other thing that would be amazing, I just thought of like Godzilla Pacific Rim.
Mm-hmm.
If you took one of the back side walls that's dark right now and turned that entire thing into ice and put like a monster hidden in the ice, like it's frozen in there, and they're excavating it out.
Oh, that would be cool. That's actually a
That
really
would be
cool idea.
Yeah, I mean, it just has the perfect look for it. If you just had translucent ice, there wouldn't be enough light next to it. All you'd need is 1 or 2 layers to give the effect, and then you could just go ham building like a crazy Fifi monster like Ren did, and that would be the coolest thing. And then have some water sources so it looks like it's starting to melt and it's going to
Right.
get free.
Right. That's not a bad idea at all. I
I think
may, of course, you're working on your own stuff. I was going to say, you're so fired up about it. May have to see if we can't do some tag team on that, because that's a cool thing.
I'll work on it with you, man. I mean, half the fun of this game is working with other people.
Just need to figure out the design. And then once we do the math, because we're looking at 59 levels from where we're standing. So that's a lot of room to work with, too.
Yeah.
Wonder if we could do a mimic, because you're a Lord of the Rings fan like I am, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Wondering if we could do a giant cave troll or something like that.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because that's part of the lore. Really they were turned to stone anyway.
Yeah. God, I wish I were Pearlescent Moon. That woman can make anything
she's good.
I don't know how it's almost like she just can see the blocks rounded. Because that's the hard part, is the straight edges. It's almost like they appear round to her, and she's just able to visualize it in a way that I just can't do.
And Meg Ray's the same way. Yep, she has that same ability. So I might be able to find a tutorial or something, either print or on that had a decent build that's that high of something else. But what I could do is use a block program to make a troll too.
Yeah, and I think Dale is going to build an ice farm. So right now we have Taco, but Taco only logs in to restock the stuff.
Right.
So I believe Dale's going to be building an ice farm.
Okay.
That we can work together doing. But I tried to tell him, and I think he might be kind of keen on the idea. Instead of just selling ice, rent access to the farm, right? So you got 24 hours at the farm, and you can get as much ice as you want during those 24 hours versus paying block for block.
Yeah, we used to do that at the other season for certain things, so that's a great idea. I haven't seen anybody do that yet.
Who wants to build the farms, right? Like, if you just rent access to farms,
right,
then realistically it keeps server lag down too.
Well, it's the same principle of us having the community farms. Yeah, same idea. So I like that a lot.
Hold on. That raid farm, not the raid farm, the Guardian farm. I won't even go near that thing. Just like, nope. If that thing breaks, there's going to be Guardians everywhere. I don't want to clean it up.
Yeah, I loved it, but with the Trident issue, that's why I haven't used it. And ever since the Trident issue went bad, I don't want to be redoing Tridents all the time.
Yeah. Well, heck, Fresh was at the gold farm, and the Tridents despawned or whatever they did. And we couldn't figure out why there was so much lag. We just could not figure out what all this lag was. And it turns out that they despawned, and there were about 300 piglins chilling in there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
All of my spawns at my fish farm actually stopped. There were no passive mobs would spawn on the server. It was just about ready to give up. And he dealt with them all. I'm glad it wasn't me.
Well, everybody's heard my story of season 1, but it took...
No, I haven't. Please tell your story.
Oh, okay. Oh. We had built a nether Guardian farm. where you would, transport them to the nether and they stack up and then you mass kill them and you get all this XP and all that. It was just fabulous. Well, I had unknowingly had the switch was on and I didn't realize it, and I had went over to check out some of the angles of it and all this. Well, all that time it's loading guardians and sending them to the nether. And so there's no killer going, there's nothing, it's just stacking and stacking and stacking. And I went down into the nether portal to check that side of it, and the whole game froze. And so, like, if I'm trying to walk to you, the distance we are standing here right now, I couldn't even move a block in about 60 seconds. And so, I mean, it's like you're just going nowhere in the game. And I had to ping Silent. I felt so bad because he TP'd in there and he's just like, dude, what did you do? I can't move. And it was like 15, 20 minutes of him just going block by block to finally get to the place to try to kill all these things.
Wow.
And yeah, we were down for almost an hour because of that stupid move on my part, just not paying attention.
They gotta add a kill command. I mean, kill guardians, right? All the guardians currently generated die. That just seems like a very prudent thing to have on a server, a differentiated kill command.
Eventually, he did do that, but there were so many, it was taking that long for the server to clean up everything. It was just, it was retarded. And I learned a lesson to always check every farm, no matter what.
Yeah. I overflowed on my own world, my raid farm, and I learned really quickly how much entity lag can stack. And then the other thing I did that was genius was I wanted to empty my chests, but I didn't want to take all the stuff out of the chests.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just broke them.
Ooh.
Broke three double chests.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, okay, that's a lag spike.
That's almost going to shut your world down.
Yeah. If you look straight down, I was just looking at your live stream, and you get just the right angle.
Yeah.
It looks like we're looking at the floor, and those are the walls.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It does.
Such a cool build, man.
It does. Yeah, I hadn't even caught that. I just positioned it myself.
Well, I looked over at the stream, and I was like, where is he right now? That place looks awesome.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to put some more thoughts to your ideas. But,
I'm an idea guy. As long as I don't have to do them, I'll think of them all. I'm kidding. Yeah. I'm happy to help out with that. That would be a lot of fun to do something like that. That's that epic. Okay, ladder.
Yeah, so this was my first serious build on the server because I wanted to have a good mining and farm area.
This is kind of like what my lava caldera is going to be. I mean, it's going to be that far down. That's going to take me a while. Very pretty deep slate emeralds, Wallace.
Yeah, that was the benefit of having the mountain.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah. If you want to see stuff, it's totally cool.
Oh no, I'm gonna. Oh, you got some spore blossoms too. Nice.
Yeah, I went all the way out between the 4,500 and 5,000 zone to try to find some lush caves and succeeded.
Yeah, it's slim pickings, man. I found one out there that I found the most gorgeous building location in the spot where you want to build is at 4504. It's so
wow.
brutal. It's beautiful, but it's the definition of idyllic. It's like a perfect little a hill behind with it wrapping around a little mesa or a little like flat plateau and a little waterfall. It's like you built it yourself, already ready made.
Nice. Well, I haven't done a lot of proper decorating and things like that. I obviously added all these 4x4 spruce trees. They're not natural. But yeah, I haven't.
That's a great look. That's a good call.
But I haven't really done a lot of decorating. I've just been working on big builds, and then I'll do the details later.
I like this. I'm a big fan of dripstone.
Eventually, I'd like to do it all the way around this whole mountain structure here, because this will be the back. The plan is, and I did all the berries because this was my first starting point. I was protecting myself from all the mobs that were spawning, but this will...
Yeah, now they don't take damage from it anymore, right?
Right. But also light takes care of it. But the plan is, this is the backyard of the house. So this sunken area that's natural will become a pool. And then underneath the overhang will be a giant lake area with cool hanging roots and vines and things. And then
I can already see it.
And then pathways that lead up to the old castle that was on the property before the people purchased it. And then the modern mansion is placed there because they're wealthy enough to own this land, you know. But I'll probably look at digging out a good portion of this deeper to actually put it in a, you know, a really nice lake area.
I really like the idea of having this kind of flow under, like that one. In a different way, it's almost like the deep slate lake I had kind of nestled in that corner.
Yes.
That would look really cool. Have you ever done custom water where you put glass under the water?
Glass under the water? No.
Yeah, if you can influence, especially with connected glass, you can influence the watercolor. You put panes of glass.
Okay.
Not panes, blocks of glass, alternating whatever colors you want. It can be up to 7 layers deep.
Okay.
And it'll create this crazy mist effect. Waddles did it on Java.
Nice. Okay.
And did purple, white, purple, white, purple, white, and it made this crazy mist effect. But over at Tash's base, I wanted to have kind of like a pastel water. So I did a layer of white glass, a layer of cyan glass, and then a layer of light blue glass over the top. And then one water source block layer over that. And it's not perfect, but if you're just walking by, it's pastel water.
I'll have to see how that looks with RTX. We'll need to go over and check that out. See how it responds. Because that's a neat idea.
Tash a part of that.
So I was
show off.
I was fortunate on this property because I was able to, this lush area that I'm making with moss and azalea that goes all the way over leads to a nice flowery green area in the back that has bees and everything. And it was an area that was natural. And so that'll be fun when I get all that tied in.
Oh, cool ravine too.
Yeah, this is where I want to do my vault building, is out over this whole ravine water and everything, and chew out some of this, do like a 64 by 64 room, but then have some glass floor that lets you look through too. And so I'm playing with some ideas of how to maximize the terrain.
Yeah, we just have so many opportunities now with the world height limit going up and down. I mean, realistically, you can go, what, to 300 something? 320?
Yes.
I don't even know.
Yep.
So 320 plus 65 under. Okay, we're looking at 385 blocks of potential build height. That's insane. Somebody's going to hollow it out and do it like a giant tower to build height.
Right. So I'm doing the same thing that you were doing through here at your place. This was all gravel.
Oh, got it. Clearing it out.
So I clear out the gravel, but back over at this spot over here is where I have that flower biome that I didn't know was even here when I was claiming the land. I just got fortunate.
I'm looking for your name. Keep going the same way we were going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I think I saw your name. There you are. Haha, Wallace.
So eventually I'll put some pathways through this. I've just been literally just moss blocking it and keep expanding. But back here was this flower biome. So I've made it a bee sanctuary. Looked like you lagged out bad.
Yeah, I was like kind of thinking that was a bad crevice. Oh, I like the honeycombs around.
So I want to expand this thing even more, but it was a natural flower biome. So I was like, okay, it had one. This was my first, right where the sign is. This was my first bee's nest, and it was natural to the area. Yeah.
Their generation now is nuts.
I love it.
How many have you found so far?
I haven't been looking, but in my personal world, I walked into a flower biome that had 13 of them.
I found 9 so far, and I was all proud because I found one that had 7 in it. But
yeah,
they gotta fix that. They're just generating everywhere.
But I sure like the way it makes things look, though.
Oh, it's amazing. If you want to do a really cool trick with your hives to make them look like they're collecting honey, I love doing this. But if you put a hive, like, say there's a hive up right in this crook right here, right next to the leaves, okay?
Yeah.
What you do is, right where this grass is growing out of the grass block, put a honey block. And then put a couple pieces, 3 pieces of oak around it. You can see through the oak. It looks like a see-through barrel. You can see the honey in there. And as the honey falls onto the honey, it makes a little falling squishy sound.
That's cool.
It just looks like you have a functional honey farm that's like almost like maple syrup, how they put the bucket under it and collect sap. Looks like you have a bucket under there for the overflow from your hive.
Well, and if you can see on the stream when it catches up, the front of my hive design is actual hives and has honey drip as well. So I think that would accentuate your
I'm looking at it right now.
too.
Do you ever have this phenomenon where you're watching somebody stream and you're playing the game and you look at the wrong TV and you try to control their character?
Yep.
Why isn't it moving?
I knew what you were going to say. Yep. Been there, done that. So before we totally log off, I'll show you the wall that I've been working on and why that has been a big deal. It's not this. This was a early game wall when I was just securing the area. Get over here to where we can fly. There we go.
Bee nests are one of the best blocks in the game.
They're pretty excellent for sure.
Oh, this is your wall.
Yeah, have you been through here?
No, I stay out, but I flew around the wall and I was like, holy crap, that's a wall.
Yeah, so I've been trying to go around. You'll see over here is where it's made it fairly well. So the final design is actually where you see the lampposts and further. So that's really the way it should be all the way around the whole property. But but as you can see, that's just when you add detail, it just takes forever.
Yeah. All I can think of when I'm running along this is B-dubs and Etho when they did Soul Sand around. Turbo speed! And B-dubs is just running around.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's a beautiful view. I like the overhanging glowberry area. That's neat.
That's why'd my mind just go blank? Who that is? That's a neighbor. I'll remember here in a minute.
They need to add some dripstone to it. That would make it really cool.
Yeah, they haven't played as much lately. But off that direction is Fiasco. We're neighbors. So if you watch any of his streams, you're literally blocks away from me.
Yeah, he does some pretty good content. I like his episodes.
Yeah.
It's interesting when you see different people stream their kind of take on it. And everybody here just seems to be streaming as themselves. We talked about characters and stuff. So it's kind of nice to just get a window into everybody's builds. And
so what I've been doing is coming through and, as you can see, making it as if it had been here. So I build it into the environment rather than it destroying the environment.
I love the leaf tunnel. I love that. That's cool.
So I try not to destroy the areas, and then I've been adding the giant metal gates. I just haven't had all the resources to finish them all out. Let's see here. I'll jump back up on this one.
What do you need for resources to finish them out?
I need to go back and grab my design because I've got certain... I might have finished one over here. And that would make sense.
This is the coolest walkway through these trees. I love this.
I thought that was a lot of fun. It just... now you can see Fiasco's wall. And
it
then
almost feels like when you go through a zoo and each biome sort of changes, that way under the trees has a different feel to it.
that was kind of my hope. I'm glad to hear that. And so then when you get over here, now you can see my pine trees up there as we circle the area. Okay,
Nice.
so this one's a little more done on the base of it, but I'm just having to collect, you know, all the different whatevers as I go. And then this literally just goes all the way around my whole property. And so I've got about, oh my goodness, maybe 55% of it done.
So, okay, this is Fiasco's wall here.
Yeah.
So you guys really need to make this named the DMZ.
Oh, we've joked about it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And so hadn't really come up with an idea totally of how to utilize it. But long term, we thought it would be kind of funny.
Lava moat. Booby trap
Right.
the hell out of it. Make it like a minefield. I actually have this idea that's a little bit different. To put beehives in the ground on a piston or a double piston extender
Okay.
with a moss carpet over the top. And you go in my base, and I'm still working on the mechanisms to trigger it. But
Okay.
all of a sudden, like 10 beehives pop out with bees that are really pissed at you.
Oh,
It would just
wow.
be hilarious. It
Yeah.
would be the funniest prank. You're not going to die, but unless you're really bad. Water entrance in the river, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and that's what I've got around the areas, is I'm wanting to put in some overbridge. Just haven't finished up my idea yet as to what the overbridge would be over each of these water areas that I have in the different places. So yeah, so when you come through back on this side of the world, and I've still got a little bit to finish in some of these areas, but now we come into a whole nother area that's now more a green pasture. So I figured back here I would do everything from farms, like real lifestyle farms, to little village homes and, you know, settlers and things like that that had been back in the on the property from way back was kind of the plan. Because the territory actually changes. And then someone came in here right over there and put in this funky portal. I need to figure out who it was. Because they just did that and have done nothing in the area. It's just
a portal in the sky.
Yep.
Well,
Makes
there
no
should be track record of it. I mean, I actually have to get on it. I haven't. I need to use the Google Maps form and register my portal and base because I really hadn't had anything to register before. So I got to figure out how to do that.
So what's cool is you come back over here and now you're into a similar, but a little bit different layout and look, and then we get jungle on the other side. So
when I first started playing Minecraft, my first ever world seed, I spawned in a 500 by 500 jungle. Had no idea how to play, and just kept getting. I almost gave up on Minecraft. I just kept getting creepers over and over. I couldn't find my way out of the jungle. It's all bamboo. Everything looked the same. I was just like, this game sucks. But thankfully, I found a taiga village, and that redeemed Minecraft.
So you'll see how much area, because my son plays every now and then, so his spot's back up over here. So I encompassed his as well.
That makes sense.
But it just goes and goes and goes. And
I remember seeing the wall and seeing two names on it, and I couldn't figure out who the two names were. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, so my flower biome is right there to put it in perspective. And obviously the kingdom's up there.
We just did a big circle. That's cool. What are you going to put on that central landmass? Is that going to be where the vault is?
Where I was going to do the vault, in fact, I'm going to fly so that it's a lot easier. I had run two ideas. I was either going to do the vault under the castle, or and land on top on the second floor up here of the mansion. So my thought was to either do it under the castle, because I've got plenty of room and that's kind of a neat lore thing. But my other thought was to build a suspension deal that goes across from the azalea trees all the way over underneath, partially underneath this home. Maybe put a swimming pool over the top of it, or I don't know. I've been playing with several ideas.
Sense. That's what you said. I got totally turned around. I thought that central area that you're looking at where you're going to put it hanging was the landmass from behind the castle. So I was just in the complete wrong side of the map. That's a cool base area.
So I thought it would be kind of, and I really only came here because I wanted a gravel mountain. And I got so much more.
Oh, you came for the gravel. I love it. Show me the gravel.
Yeah.
This is great, man.
Yeah.
This is really impressive. And you're going to put another story on top of this?
Yeah, so that's you're actually on the third floor at that point where you're standing. And then there'll be, a nice roof area and things like that. But this is it's based on an actual mansion floor plan.
Yeah, didn't I see it in Scarface?
That's funny. Say hello to my little friend. Stand right here. Do the line.
That'd be perfect. Yeah, you could do that, and I mean, it'd be missing a few things, but I mean, hey, look, Check out where I'm standing. It is Scarface.
Nice. Just have a little bit of that snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I like the blackstone in the floor. It's better than concrete.
I thought it just added a little bit of classy.
Oh, it's texture. I mean, concrete is so good, but it's just so flat. I love the calcite walls. That is really good for a modern marble build. Yeah, that's nice. And the way you can remove some torches now, you're going to get so much drama on that calcite.
Yes. Yes. And you can probably see my calcite on the stream. I've made it match the color tones and design, but actual texture of what calcite really is.
Yeah. I thought I spammed torches. Oh my god.
Oh, I hate creepers. If I have to redo a build because of a creeper, I might throw my controller through the wall. And I know that that's not a good thing to say, but it just gets me to the core.
I've done it. I mean, everybody's done it. And if you've gotten mad enough that you've physically assaulted your console, then you're crossing a line. If you if you just got to get a new controller, it's no big deal. That's what they're made for. Well, this is going to be really cool. The central foyer is going to be really neat. The way the staircase wraps around. You going to go with the chandelier?
Yes. And I'm not sure what I'll put in design-wise yet, but the actual theater area is, once you come up to this third floor, it wraps down in between here up above, and there's a movie theater area for viewing and that kind of stuff. So
Nice.
I'm figuring a chandelier that sits somewhere down in here would be pretty nice.
Yeah. You're going to put in a jacuzzi, right?
Yes, for sure. We'll definitely have an outdoor one that would come out off the patio. And I've already had zombies knock out my doors here, but we'll definitely have a good jacuzzi out here, hot tub type thing.
I saw this design with a dispenser. I think it was under it, and then stairs on top of it, all turned sideways to make like a bathtub.
Okay.
And then the bathtub's push button because it'll fill through the bottom block.
Oh, nice.
So you can push a button, your bathtub fills up. Push a button again, your bathtub empties.
Oh, that's
I wonder
funny.
if you could do that with... No, you can't. I was trying to think of how you could do it with a jacuzzi, but it requires being able to waterlog the stair block, and you can't waterlog the soul sand.
What you might be able to do is a sticky piston with soul sand that would push it in and out so that the bubbles would come on and off. I wonder if that would work.
Yeah, that might work. That would be pretty neat. You could have them on all the sides so they just push in and you got water source blocks.
Right.
The other thing you could do is just ring the whole thing in dispensers and have a big lip around it. And as long as they were all water source blocks coming from the dispenser, they'd still work if it was one deep.
Right.
Just how to hide the dispensers, right?
Yeah. So my plan out front is to take, because there's double car garages on both sides of there's one on that side and one on this side. So the plan is
Are you a Corrales fan?
Some. Depends on which content. Sometimes he's marketing to 7-year-olds, and then other times he's marketing to us.
Yeah, when he's doing his modern builds, I just got a Corrales feel from the garage.
Really?
Yeah, good. I love the garage door opener and everything. Like, that hits home. Like, those are great.
Thank you. I actually set probably 15 minutes trying to figure out what would look best.
15 minutes? This would take me like 3 hours to get the end rods right between those guys and to do all that. They look like fluorescent lights. They look like they're in fixtures, and the garage door openers totally hit home. They place very easily.
Man, that makes me feel good. Thanks. Because I was just trying to get that feel.
Well, the good thing is, I like what you do is you show movement. If they were just both closed, it wouldn't work as well. But by having one open, it really kind of illustrates that, okay, it's retracted, and that whole thing's going. I dig it.
When done, I'll plan to have a card that's sitting in here on the closed, and then out here probably having one or two more. And then the driveway itself will continue down and around. There will be an actual circle drive in front of the house for guests and all of that. And then I'll run roads out to different areas, that head out at the edge of the kingdom.
Yeah, you totally build like me. You tell a story and figure out, like, the bar would be totally next to the stadium, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where bars are.
Right.
Like, just all those little kind of adjacencies that in your head make a build special. Somebody else might run through and just look at the outside of the things, but if you really take the time and look at it, it's like, oh wow, everything makes sense.
That's the hope. I like to live in the world with whatever I'm creating.
Yeah. How often you got a cursed drowned? You got a drowned in full gold armor over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. It's been there forever.
Come here, take some food from me. Go pick that up. Come on, pick it up. He picked it up. He's never going to despawn. He has a steak.
He's been here for a long time, too. He was here when I was covering this area and having to light it up.
He lives there now, man. He's not going to despawn with a piece of steak in his hand until you kill him.
He's got full armor, too, doesn't he? Wow.
Yeah. Full gold armor and enchanted boots.
Yep, sure enough. Wow.
But he's wearing a helmet. You see the gold highlights on his head?
Yeah, the helmet comes and goes.
His head's too big for the helmet. So for me, all I see are like gold spots on his head.
So that's why the pattern comes and goes. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep, you got a cursed mob. Yay, we have twin mobs.
That's really cool. I haven't been down here in ages.
If you want to keep him, throw some lily pads over the top, add some more water. Lily pads will keep him trapped down under the water, and then some glass there and make like a little viewing area for him.
Yeah. Yeah, he could be my... Because I've got 2 villagers trapped by the portal up there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be my butler and chef and things like that inside the house. Once I finish this out, I'll migrate them in. So he could maybe be my dungeon master or something, I don't know.
He just keeps trying to get out. Yeah, that actually would fit the lore of him having some beef in his hand. You can have him be like threatening them with body parts.
Right.
I'll cook you like I cooked the last one. Oh, there's a creeper hole.
Yeah, there was a few in the early days on this area.
I love Khan. He just admits, he's like, yeah, I fix creeper holes. I don't fill them in. I just cover the top layer. Oh, that's so honest.
So for an adventure, we can take this tunnel back over to get back up to the portal.
Cool. I like adventures as long as I'm not lost in the nether.
Just so it's different.
Let me go back up and close that. There we go.
It doesn't matter either way. Whatever's...
Oh. And you're a mastic. Okay, you put the rooted dirt on dripstone, which looks really good. But I thought that was all rooted dirt. And I was going to say, you're a masochist too, man.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
That looks really good on dripstone. I'm stealing that.
Yeah. Yeah, and with villagers, you can get dripstone all the time.
Oh, I just make a giant dripstone farm. I love harvesting that stuff.
So I'll take you back to the portal, and you know how to, since you're newer, you know how to do this, right? And why you would have this? You do concrete on the one side, you do ores on the other.
Let me think for a second.
Makes it real easy.
Okay.
So if you put concrete powder in this is a upside down stairs with waterlogged stairs.
Oh, gotcha. It'll turn it into concrete.
Instantly. So you can literally just hold it down, and mine it out back when you return.
Gotcha. So you're doing mining rows with wood, so obviously the pick efficiency 5 doesn't bust through what you're doing.
And this side is for ores.
I wasn't
so you
as
just
smart.
line them up.
I did the same thing, but I used obsidian.
Oh, that works.
I wasn't thinking about wood. It would have been so much cheaper.
Yeah, but it works the same. Yeah. This is an old, this concrete side is an old Foxy No-Tail design. Still works today.
Yeah, so he's got waterlogged slabs on one side, so you got a water source, and you place it in moving water to get them. So the second you pull them, it's like an ice farm. The water just refills.
It's instant. Yep.
Yeah,
And depending on the
Foxy.
lag, it's real quick.
Foxy's a smart dude, and he's funny. Ooh,
Yeah,
downstairs.
I've talked to him in the past. Really good guy, too.
Yeah, he messaged me back on Twitter. I asked him the drop rates for mob heads and stuff, and he actually messaged me back, which I was kind of shocked about.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So anyway, that's the basics of where I've been. And
Very cool.
And then I'm gonna spend a lot more time building in the future. I spent a lot of time in the first months just gathering supplies.
Yeah, I collected mini blocks and deep slate ores and screwed around. Oh, I love the ceiling. Gotta check that out.
Yeah, I wanted it to have that feel of like it was an old mine shaft that had been built way back, but yet had been updated over time.
Yeah. You know, it also has, if you changed a lot of the feel of it out, but left the shape the same, missile silo. It's like a missile silo bunker. It's so cool looking like that. Like, I'm just thinking if you went a totally different way and took the wood out and did concrete and made it super industrial.
Yeah, I can see that.
You've made something that is really cool, and I might have to make some kind of defense in my evil volcano, like do a missile coming out of the volcano. The idea is fun. It's like a James Bond Dr. No island. It's an evil island.
Yeah. That's cool.
That one pond is going to have so many puffers in it, and it's going to be booby trapped. Can't wait.
Nice.
But all right, my man. I think I am going to head back through the portal.
I was going to say, you know your way out now.
Oh, yeah. I know the Nether very well, and we actually have a tunnel in case I end up in the same spot. But it's been great hanging out with you, man. It's good to make a friend and hop on a stream for the first time.
Likewise.
Right,
I hope it is a fabulous night, and we'll see you again soon.
Yes, sir. I'll keep you updated on the volcano for a repeat.
Awesome. Thanks for inviting me.
All right.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Wallace. Take care, brother.